Because then we decided not enough people
That's the Haidito
would
class.
find
The
it
first
to
one I
be
did was
worried
actually
about.
the steel, and it was a drow ninja.
And it's like,
Named
whatever.
Kagito
They're not gonna
Akiyama,
find
which
much on
literally
me.
means shadow person.
Nice.
Well, the first name does.
I've got 2 credits for them because I was a Kickstarter backer,
Oh yeah.
so I still haven't
Oh,
spent them.
gave credits.
And they'll
Oh, my
do
Audible credit.
on-site printing
Accidentally
at
wasted
Gen
one.
Con.
Oh,
Like you
I was
can go
upset.
order it there and pick up the next day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to do it, but I don't want to do it for a game that gets canceled a week later. You know?
No, I just did it because I like the way it turned out. I figured I could always use it for a game later. Like this one actually, this is more
That's really cool.
shrapnel.
Have you seen the Hero Forge stuff?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them out there.
Nice. And I was saying,
That's
you have a
fast.
printer, you could always make them because it looks like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ordered one, and
I
poor Chris can't get it to work.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh, like-
having luck printing small miniatures
Big
with this
cool.
one. My other printer used to do pretty good, but
Oh, it's printing at the top. I was thinking it was at the bottom for some reason. That makes more
imagine that
sense.
works its way down.
I've seen
yeah,
some
the
where it
platform
works on
goes
the.
down.
Yeah, because some of them work the. I might be thinking the laser ones though.
No, they have ones that
Work bottom up.
yeah, it's like it's, the gimbals are on. There's the 2-axis,
That must.
axes.
Yeah.
and then it just moves its way up.
I'll have to bring them too. There's a 3D printer, like person that does their own designs, and they did like 3D potion tokens. So they look like little potion
Just do a
bottles, and
Twitch
they have different
stream of the
numbers on them.
printer.
So like
You
they
can
have some
heal
you can
potion
hook
or
up
whatever, and I
cameras
bought
to
a
that, and you
bunch
can
of
check
them.
the program from like
You could
Workers,
tell their
phones,
3D
shit.
printer was
No,
kind of
just send
janky
people a watch it.
comparatively, but
Just
I have one
watch
of
it.
them actually. But that's not. I don't know. It was kind of unpolished. You know, like you can see the layers a lot.
Yep.
But it's a cool idea.
44 plus 4. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, these are I think 5th ed numbers, but I was talking to them about making the token part with the numbers removable,
Yeah.
like a
Did you ever
a shield piece that you glue on and then change
Yes.
what edition
Make sure it
you're
worked?
Yep.
Were you shocked by
Anyway,
the
I thought that
vast
was
array
cool.
of weird things?
They're
No.
like,
No, not really.
so we were talking about printing life counters.
Alright, so the way I'm thinking about bringing you guys into the battle, it's not going to be very story driven.
Oh yeah.
That's the good thing about fights.
Yeah, relook
I
up
mean,
to a
mid-combat
play
here.
too.
Yeah, in the middle of the battle.
Well, if it's outside, that's easy to explain, I guess. For me.
Yeah, the city's burning, so yeah, it's like a full-on orc invasion.
So,
Yeah.
Orcs apparently
because
are,
it's
like,
such a pain in the ass to get that map set up, I'll just show you from the book. So this is Trunau. Okay. Right now, the battle is happening right here in this area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the city originally walled in or no? Just
So half of it is.
Oh, okay. I see that's
See
one
that?
protection wall. Okay,
Yeah. Because it's on a plateau.
got it. Okay.
And so, what you guys know is that last night, about 5 nights ago, or about 3 nights ago, the head of the captain of the guard's daughter had her Hope Night ceremony. I don't know how much of you guys read of the player's guide for this.
I haven't
I
for
probably
Giant Slayer.
That's
I
fine.
haven't.
He
I
just
was-
found out he was playing.
Yeah,
So did
I
she.
really I got off work
Well,
at 4.
I didn't know it
I
was
was like, I'm
Giant
gonna
Slayer
try and
because I
make a
didn't read the text
character.
apparently.
Try and
But
get it out.
So the Hope Knight,
Yeah, close enough.
because Trunau is in the middle of Orc territory, all Trunauans carry around a Hope Knife strung around their neck, so that if they ever get captured by orcs, they can commit suicide.
all right.
But we live with like half
Hope
orcs
knife.
here and there, so
Yep.
So it's like a cyanide pill, basically.
Kind
It's
of.
like nuts.
Okay.
And so when, getting your Hope Knife is like a rite of passage, like what many different cultures have. And so a couple nights, or that night, the guard captain's son was murdered, or they thought he committed suicide. Some people have been running around figuring out that he was actually murdered instead. And right at the guy's funeral, when people found out that he was murdered and didn't commit suicide, the city gets attacked by orcs.
I didn't know it was the funeral. See, that's the part I know.
So you guys were at the funeral for the
Gotcha.
leader's son, when this attack happened. Unfortunately for you two, you guys were close to the initial volley and were knocked out.
Oh,
You were taken to the lodge, which is down here,
alrighty.
to get checked over. And the barbarian, I forget the barbarian's name already.
Curry.
Curry.
Curry, you were also one of the people that got knocked out
I know.
by the
Dang.
initial attack.
Sounds delicious.
And so
She's down.
you guys come to consciousness. They repair your wounds and whatnot, give you a couple of health potions, so you guys are all up and ready to go.
Have to hold me down because I want to go up and kick some ass.
And as natives of Trunau, Cursed, he's the other son of the captain guards, coming around looking for people to help fight, and he musters the three of you with a couple of other people to help out with the lighting of the torches, sort of like the Mordor's lamps, setting off the idea that we need help.
Help!
Smoke signals.
What's the
And,
signal?
beacons. to light the beacons, the message beacons.
The beacons are lit.
It
And
is
so,
pretty Mordory.
Oh, Lord. Rohan.
Is there anything in that can?
Yes.
Okay, careful your shoulders again. Just like
there should be some coasters around there.
Yeah, there is. I just didn't want to take up too much space.
Oh,
Right.
well, I didn't want you to also like, lose
I
it.
was like, that's what that is.
I figured, yeah.
Oh, wait, do you want to move is that the map, current map? Do you want
Yeah,
to
you
move that?
can.
Or
Yeah, if you
put it
want
over
to use
here?
those for a third one, that's fine.
Okay, so we can use them.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll put them over here. If you want it, just tell me and I'll grab it.
Alright.
So
I wanna
it's
do
I like
that.
that laptop skin, by the way. From
Mhm.
Russia with Love.
It's his.
Yeah, I was gonna
Bought it
say
from him.
you bought it from him. We
Alright.
pass things back and forth from this nerd family.
All right, so
Oh, it is.
Jones, are those characters
The
that
speakers
are
came
currently in the
from
battle in the right
the-
spot?
No.
So you get the honor of placing
Oh,
the
nice.
creature since Jones is out of the way.
Yeah. I'm kind of.
You want to help them
The creatures
figure out where
are
they get set.
Probably
No, there's
down
a bunch. The creatures that we've been using are usually
There's
the ones
stuff
up there.
So are we on this side or this side?
Okay, so
on the
I'm
left.
gonna get rid of this because
Okay.
although
that
it's
way
cool,
we can see.
all right, even though it's cool looking. So the enemies are coming from this direction, which means that we are over here.
Okay.
You guys were closer to the.
I would. Well, where did we finish off? Do you remember?
Will stayed in the back.
Will was back here.
Yeah.
I was literally in the middle of here.
Yep.
Me and my horse.
The dwarf was in the middle, and
Here.
Omas was to the left, up towards the.
Are those
Swap those
NPCs?
around. Keep the dwarf there. There you go. Nope. Dwarf's in the middle.
Okay.
Omas is to his left. There you go. All right. So that's where they kind of left off.
So
And
dwarf and
there's
NPC.
like- there's like-
another dwarf.
There.
He's
Yeah.
a cleric.
There
Not.
is.
I just need like anybody.
This is the captain of the guard.
Yeah,
You want a character?
Yeah, I need a character.
Yeah, I didn't bring him any this time.
Here.
He brought his. Caleb's the only one prepared.
There's the hero man.
I'm
I
like,
just
where's-
grabbed the one that was already in my
Yeah.
bag.
You guys
Oh,
wanna
I'm gonna
pick one out
pretend I'm this
to use?
person.
Feel free.
Let's use shrapnel.
Anything that
I should
doesn't
be the
have
craziest-
anything in your hands.
I think I'm usually
that's
this one
basically
actually. The wings,
all I
aren't
need.
I?
I don't
Mine
know.
has some. I use battle axes.
Here's a
but that
barbarian.
doesn't-
It's at the
Okay,
sickle,
that works
isn't it?
perfect.
Yeah, but I use two
There's some
battle
Yeah,
axes.
male,
Maybe
but,
that's
you know.
just something that doesn't have a
Well,
if
sword.
I
They look about
use,
the
His
same.
titties are
Look
pretty
at my
big.
Oh yeah,
six pack.
perfect. Actually, that's
His
all.
man titties are pretty
No,
big.
it's-
I,
It's a
I have
tiefling,
that.
but
I have that bone.
I'm gonna sit here in the
A
pool
game
of
I'm playing
blood.
through Roll20, I actually made a tiefling Charlotte
Yeah.
Rogue in 5th
Got a
edition.
cat in
That's
there?
pretty nice.
I've
I'm
never
looking.
played a tiefling.
It's my first one.
They're pretty cool.
What are you looking for? Something doesn't really.
Just like a caster, so something that doesn't have weapons.
I have
I'll just be shrapnel. It'll be okay.
a little something with a torch.
Twerk.
That works. Actually, that's kind of cool.
I like the torch.
Do you have to put anything on the bottom for it to work on the screen, or
No.
Okay. It's sometimes you
I
have
put
to use
tape on the
like a
bottom.
magnet.
Oh no, I put tape on the
it's
bottom.
just a regular old computer screen.
Oh,
It's a homemade by
Yeah, I
him.
made this box.
It's really awesome.
Thanks.
The resin.
hmm
It's kind of cool. I just bought
Which one are you? This
thing
one?
of resin too.
No, I'm up here. I'm the barbarian.
Okay.
All right. So Curse tells you three head towards the
That's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm. All it is a broken paper clip with some polyfill glued on top
I
with
was
a,
gonna do
with a
like
highlighter.
flags. Nice.
Anyway, sorry.
I want to do an LED like one.
So he tells you guys to head towards this gate where people are currently set up, because he thinks that the heroes there may need some help.
Yeah.
So Veridin, he gets knocked out for whatever reason, so he's no longer on the board.
He probably passes out from exhaustion
Probably.
This is him, right?
Yep.
because he's been like, that's more than he's ever really probably exerted
Hand over
himself
here.
as a sorcerer.
Bye,
Firing off,
Will.
he's like out of spells. Like he's just like.
And what do you fire with as a sorcerer usually? At that
Actually,
point?
somewhere I think there's a bucket around here somewhere with a bunch of 10-foot pikes in it, so we can reach over it. But nobody used them because I already had one, so I had a lance.
Yeah, I don't have
Still
any,
weirds me out
reach
that
or
the game
range.
board changes.
Alright, so for the enemies, I need 4 orcs and sometime a lizard creature.
Last time I think it was these 4 orcs. Yep. So I did these. That's your group right there.
Alright. So the 3, the barbarian, the dwarf, and the cat folk, they are at that first line coming from the right. That right there. So they have to. So those 2 lines that are right there are barricades.
Okay.
Right. So that's kind of where you guys show up when this wave of creatures there at the bottom are just getting onto the map.
All right.
And of course the grid's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see it here, so.
We can just kind of
We can
probably
kinda eyeball
estimate that
It's fine.
the base of the character is about the size of the square, right?
It's 10 feet.
We won't try to cheat.
10 feet.
Yeah.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah,
No, well, the scale for the map is 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're zoomed in like
Well,
super.
If I'm wearing armor, I don't move very fast because I'm wearing medium armor.
So what is that?
So I have like a 15-foot move speed because
So-
dwarf.
We have.
Each
Oh, so
square is
how
10
do you
feet.
break it up, basically?
Oh,
If
okay.
it's
Got
I
it.
10
just,
feet.
uh,
Yeah, it's
No, I mean like
scaled to 10
that's
feet
because
instead of
usually
5.
it's 5 feet.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
So just
It
move
really wasn't bad. We had the
less
battle
if you're
before.
only moving a
because
step. Got
If
it.
we can keep them, well, you'll see.
I'm not worried. I'm saying because he was 15 feet, but I
I
have
can-
30 feet. I mean that's easy. It's like 3.
15 feet. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't
Person
cheat.
wearing medium armor.
Square-
Wait, no.
Square and a half.
Yeah.
Dwarves don't get slowed by armor, do they?
Nope.
No,
So
that's
it's
the
20
one.
feet.
Yeah, you're still 20.
It's 20.
Yay!
But you're a dwarf, so you
Yay!
get 20 anyway. Though.
We always
Dwarves
try to
are
show
better over
ourselves.
That's
short
why it's
distances.
20 and not.
Alrighty,
That's
let's
why it was
roll some initiative.
He, if I run or basically flee, I can get 10 feet more movement.
Alrighty.
Because of-
Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Who's an issue?
Yeah, just let me know what
I
your
always
initiative
lose it on this sheet.
14.
It's right, like
I almost
if
didn't
it's the
say
same,
it.
it's near your.
Like, that's
It's
an
right
important
near your
part.
stats.
I always lose that box. I can never find it.
Um,
Oh wow, I really sucked that up. Sorry, I told you I'm gonna whip
Are you
this
sure?
thing.
Roll.
Wait, are you still doing the? Are you doing regular rolls?
Yeah, regular
Okay.
rolls now.
Just because it's easier.
Yeah, it was too complicated. It didn't turn out the way I liked it, so I was hoping it would
That's
work,
okay.
It was still cool though. It was a cool idea.
Yeah, I liked it.
He was having us roll out like 20 different rolls, and then we
Roll.
would so we couldn't metagame. So he would be like roll, and then we whatever that came up was, whatever he assigned as number 3, would be.
So you
it
don't
could
know
be like
which
14.
one it would
right,
be.
Yeah.
So you can say, okay, I go after this person. Let me. Okay. that
Right.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
You can't metagame. Now it didn't work for your attacks that way, but
Yeah, it was just the skill rolls.
yeah.
It was
Oh.
really cool.
Yeah.
It would just get really complex the bigger the group got, especially. So I was like, ooh,
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Right.
metagaming is usually an issue. And some
Barbarian, what'd you roll?
I get a 7.
Curry.
Okay, I thought it would
Curry,
be
curry,
bad.
chicken dinner.
Right?
Yeah, 7's pretty big.
I got twice that.
How do you say your character's
I
name?
don't care.
Literally per.
Per.
Yeah.
What's your?
In my native language. 16 was what I got.
record?
18.
that horse usually an extra boost.
Yeah, it took improved initiative, so.
Higher
Oh.
ground.
I took power attack, and then I got 2 weapon fighting from my ranger thing, which is great because I didn't actually need to beat the prereq for it.
I take that back. I did not take improved
Or,
initiative. I just have a +4 dex mod.
companion
No,
for. Doesn't a ranger get a companion?
they can. I don't. I think it's.
Oh, but you can
choice.
replace it with something else.
I think it's
Okay.
character fast.
I'm just wondering because I have an animal companion, so.
I didn't want one, so if there was a way I could replace it. Just like my handle animals is garbage.
Yeah. You
All right, Recker, what do you do?
You don't know.
So if you could put all the guys at the bottom of the map
Which
I
one?
think they're already.
to your
Is
left,
that-
to
The
your right.
enemies need to come
Oh.
onto the map. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I was like, you already
Just
started
equal
this.
with each other?
Specify.
Record is going to just spur his horse past. What's? Trying to think of the dwarf's name. Starts with a B, right?
This
Balfour.
Balefort. He's gonna push, just kind of like kick past Balefort.
Okay.
And right over here, so horse moves 50 feet,
Dang.
I think. So 5, 10, 15, 20, or 40.
Do
Alright.
math.
5, 10, 15, 40, and another.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I carried over the 5 3 times.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna ready my I'm gonna ready my action to charge with my lance. I think I have my lance out still. Yeah, I had my lance out last. If an enemy pushes through, I will charge with my lance.
My Lanza.
My lance.
He is running, so he has the runs.
All right, Balfour, the dwarf. He will take a 10-foot, move 10 feet to his left. So he's just on the inside of the.
Right.
Yeah, so just one square.
So up right there.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot.
We'll get
10
this
foot,
down.
not 5 foot
And
square.
he's going to ready his action. All right, orc. So let's see here. So I'm guessing the white one is the lizard thing.
Yes.
Okay. So then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the lizard. Nope. The number. I'm sorry. Numbering the orcs.
Oh, sorry.
So that's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. So number 1 will move forward 30.
Yes.
That's number 4.
Oh, well,
Yep, that hit.
Yeah, from what
3 hops.
direction?
3 hops this time.
I did it.
Cha cha, real smooth.
I'm never in charge of moving things on the map, so this is a big deal that I don't want to screw up.
Right.
As long as you don't like rage quit table, you should be good.
Stressed.
All right, Perha.
All right. Well, seeing as I'm apparently no, these are mainly all orcs, right? Like regular orcs. Okay, so apparently I'm fascinated by them. So I'm
boy.
going to take my whole first move to literally just like perceive them, just do like perception.
Okay.
And just like count how many they are, anything specific, and
Yeah,
then just
There's
like
lots.
I just kind of be fascinated by like
Curiosity
their
killed the cat.
weird
Apparently, I'm
orcishness.
fascinated by orcs. I love
It's a cat folk thing that apparently.
I've not heard
they're-
that one.
Yeah, they're and half orcs. They're.
But would you still be fascinated if you lived in a village surrounded by orcs?
I'm a druid. I probably don't see city orcs, but
City orcs.
city orcs, cityers. It's, math 21.
You definitely see all 4 of them
Okay, so there's 4.
in the lizard. They look like shield breakers to you.
Okay.
And the lizard looks like a monitor lizard to you.
All right, so
That's awful.
would I know if I know that in character? Just tell me what
It's
that
just like my
is
back
roughly.
all
Like just
over
like
again.
definition. Is it just like a large lizard folk ish?
No, it's like a large 4-legged. It's the
Oh, one of the yeah, okay. Yeah.
but it's like
spiders.
ginormous.
Okay.
Fuck that. He's gonna eat my horse.
All of
That's
them
not
would
a
eat your
horse.
horse.
It's true. They would eat me.
That's
This
my
is true.
horse.
One of them just would eat your horse
Oh,
raw.
really?
The others would cook it.
Before the other one.
And then the old cartoon, well, not old, but like older cartoon from when I was a kid,
Didn't they have one of the? It's not a Gila monster things, but I call them Velociraptor spitters, like the ones that have.
The Lophosaurus.
No, I'm just saying the kind of creature he's talking about. Didn't they have one in Land Before Time?
I don't remember.
Oh God.
It's been so long.
It's
since I watched
supposed
Land
to be
Before Time.
that, but it's actually dying. Anyway,
Right, Dalgrim, you're up.
this is what I picture.
All
as
right.
the-
Did you say
Aztec
that
sun
the
was-
barricade was like difficult terrain, or
Yeah, and you have to move half speed to get through it.
okay? So I will just move one step forward, and then
Is it naturally difficult terrain?
it's because you have to
'Cause
like
then I can
climb over the
ignore it.
barricades.
Yeah, it's
Barrac-
humanoid made.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
then I definitely can't ignore it. Okay. It's the woodland stride.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Let's get to
so
mine.
Mine was fun. I just jumped the horse over it. I just rolled
orc number
acrobatics and jumped
2
over.
and orc number 3,
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
they move 30 forward,
Or
So-
number
so
two.
3 chunks.
So they're all even with the other
One,
ones.
two.
What?
Well, if he went 30, then it would all be roughly the same.
You said 2 and 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll make sure I had just the right order.
Right, Curry, you're up.
Correct.
Barbarian.
I am just gonna. Oh God. Let's see. My speed is 40.
Do an acrobatics check to jump it. It's only 5 feet high.
It's
Oh,
taller
yeah.
than me.
Actually, yeah, it said it was 5 feet, right?
That's 5 feet.
Well,
It's
Well,
a
will
pretty
that will
simple
jumping slow me down? I don't
You
remember
can
how
do
that
part of
works.
you can do jump as part of a run, can't you?
a chart.
But technically, there's like multiple jumps in
Let's
here.
look it
That's why
up.
I'm confused how it works.
I'm
movement is always.
Or you could
one
just
of
do it
those-
and I can look it up. I don't really care.
I'm 4 foot.
Well, I
2.
rolled an
so-
18,
Oh, you
so
would not,
I
yeah.
think I
I'm
can
like-
clear it with an 18 plus whatever. What is
Nope.
it, strength
Just,
Nope.
or
Acrobatics.
Those are
acrobatics?
my
Oh,
pluses,
oh,
your
well, yeah,
minuses.
even better. Well, it is.
I'm not a roll Nazi. If you guys can make a good argument for something
Oh no! Don't
working,
tell me that.
and then it'll usually come down to a percentage roll.
Okay, so
Sounds good.
have
I
percentile.
still
for
don't see
it,
myself
basically.
jumping the barricade.
Because I played a lot of Rollmaster
So
back in the day,
I
and everything's
jump-
based on percentages.
Yeah.
And I really like that. So
Here, we'll just
There's
be
a lot of
fair,
new
and I'll just go to the edge of that one.
Honestly,
So you don't
they're-
have to waste
it's
much
coming
time
back
with
like
that.
really heavy.
I know, I'm just curious.
so what'd you do?
I jumped the barricade. I rolled an 18 and I have a +5. So, but I'm like, just to be fair, I think naturally the big one would stop me probably.
Yeah, don't worry about those 2 sets of logs. They already
Okay.
triggered those traps, so they're gone.
Oh,
You can. You
so
rolled a
well then
23.
it would be.
It's just like a step.
So if I have a 40-foot movement, where
Is it
would
just
I?
like-
Where do you want me
She
to end
could've
up
jumped
from
20
there?
feet. She could have just been like,
I've never got movement.
You'd be right there on the path.
Close to
on that
real.
side of the-
You know? Right, it's just like flying.
Actually,
What
yeah,
path?
stand on those logs that aren't
There.
really there yet.
that aren't there.
yeah, we already used that.
Perfect.
All right, the
Not
monitor
really.
lizard moves
Maybe
behind
more
number
than I
2.
I forgot about those. Moves behind number 2.
There you go. And then the last orc moves up behind number 3.
Okay.
They're grouping up.
And then Omast,
Do you get time for?
he's the guy with the warhammer there. He also steps to the inside of that tower.
Other way?
Inside of the
There
tower.
you go.
Inside. I didn't know you could go in there.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Is that where the dwarf is supposed to be?
It's same setup as the dwarf. He's off to the side a little, so if someone comes through, you can. There you go.
Perfect.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, I see. They're
Ready as
flanking
action.
the. Okay, they're flanking.
Alrighty.
Poor Chris. He's like, how am I supposed to explain this?
I can see it right there on my screen.
You need a laser pointer? Just reach over and go right there.
Oh, no, that's actually not a bad idea to get a laser pointer. Seriously. Oh, but the cat might jump on the table. But
No.
He is way too athletic.
Oh, okay.
This is what he does when he sees a laser pointer.
Oh, it really doesn't even.
And just when he got up real quick, the cat was
That ain't my
behind
life,
him,
dude.
so he like had to move
My
fast.
cats go like.
And you can tell he's upset about
neurotic
that.
when they see laser.
Oh, look at that
pointers.
works.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way.
Bad
to do it.
angle probably for you, but still.
It just takes me a second to
Get your bearings.
You don't have to
Yeah.
explain it that way.
That's right.
See, sometimes my brain helps.
Or if we're not getting it, then you use it.
It's just like at work where I'm like, sometimes it
I've-
works.
my cats will jump
Sometimes
on the
it doesn't.
table if we're playing. Not only knock over all of our battle minis, but roll dice. Like they're just very
Reminds me of the
calm
scene
to great
from
dragons.
Darkness Rising, where the cat
Oh,
jumps
yeah.
on the table.
And they
Let's
put
see here.
everything back.
So, orc number 1, he moves up to right about now.
Ready to action?
Much better.
That works
So he's
really
got 3
well.
rated actions coming after him right now.
Nice.
So the first ready action is Greckard.
Okay.
The record.
Alright, yep.
Where are you at?
I'm right here.
Oh, you're all the way over there. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bad day.
So
They're stupid. They don't
plus
know.
2 to attack. 9 plus 3 is 12. Plus 2 for charging is 15.
12 plus 2 is not 15.
14.
I was like, maybe he
Plus one
won't
there
press
somewhere.
it. I was gonna give it to you.
And that hits.
Alright. So Lance does double damage on a charge while mounted.
Did you do a right check?
No, I can. Critical fail.
Critical
Yes!
fail. Oh man.
Rip.
You're
You
already
stabbed-
damaged. You should not critical fail.
He stabs
No,
the
I've
ground
only
and
taken
does
1
a
point of damage.
full.
Alright.
You know,
Okay.
I
2
had
points of
It
damage.
was the other.
horse.
Will was damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Let's
very
see.
Critical fail off of a horse though is not great.
No, it's okay. I got a saddle. I got a 75% chance to stay in its
Oh, okay.
I have a war
Military
saddle or whatever it is.
Oh, you have the
Yeah.
okay. You have special.
It's always
He's
the
got a
best.
fail
It's
safe in case
not
he
that
does
bad.
that.
Because I've done this 4 times
It's
now.
not even that expensive. I don't
This,
think.
I think this dice is against you.
I had a druid that had a
Alright, roll me a percentage, please.
bison companion that had a mounted
10.
war saddle, so I could ride it into battle.
How do you say your
I
name?
didn't.
Per,
Per.
Like,
I'm like, I knew
literally
it started
per.
with a per. I couldn't remember the second. But
but
then
don't
how do
try
you
to
say
say
your
it in my
name?
native language. It's per.
Dahlgrim.
It's not.
Dahlgrim?
It is
Yeah.
if you can speak my native language.
I'm not spelling them right. I'm spelling them how.
Phonetical.
Yeah. So doesn't matter.
It's kind of yeah. The
Get everybody's names right now.
Remember that
P-R-H-A.
barbarian I told you about earlier?
Say that again.
Remember that barbarian I told you about earlier?
Yes. It was.
Same name, because I was like, I don't have time to go off with him.
Doesn't matter. New to us.
Tibbet,
My horse's name is
TBD,
Captain.
to be determined.
Hey, I'm the captain.
Dumbest horse name ever.
No, there's a cool backstory behind it.
Whatever.
You liked it. Shut up.
Boys, I'm already in between you. Don't make me like grab cavalry here.
No, because how would you get there? That's
Yeah, if you want to get out of this mess in a hurry, shit.
plus,
Yeah,
I'm,
magnetic.
plus I'm in the middle, so
Caleb
I'm
would
not okay
help
with this
me.
plan.
I just want.
Alright,
they're just
so
to defend
I'd have to
me.
be able to get up
Uh,
so they
first.
would behave.
Do another roll check to confirm.
Do I add my bonus?
From Alaska.
No.
The-
Oh my god!
Another critical fail?
No!
A critical success.
Oh, well
From
then.
one
I
extreme
told
to
you
the
to
next.
switch dice.
Alright, so you're good to go.
So I can still connect.
You lost the attack because of the stumble.
Okay.
But you don't.
Am I still up in his grill?
Oh yeah, you're still up in there.
All right.
Yeah, you just
But
break yourself.
you lost the attack because of the stumble.
Can my horse attack?
I was gonna say, like, would he
Isn't he
accidentally
charging?
attack?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of the team attack? I don't know.
But you
Probably.
get-
And
isn't
if he
it something
stumbled,
like-
he would have to write
Oh, yeah,
it
you know
what?
too.
He probably got mixed messages from me because I kicked him too hard, and so he's like, I don't know what you want me to do. So yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
was
we're
gonna
not doing
say
it.
if he stumbled, he can't attack.
Alright.
The 3.5 thing in my brain is I know that it's like movement and then also something else in your mounted attack.
Alright, Belfour.
Sometimes it's just like, does
Mounted
this make
mounted
sense? Yeah,
attack,
we're gonna do it
It's
that
kind of
way.
a mess, but I've been trying to figure it all out.
Me and too.
It's easier in Pathfinder.
You can do a single
Damn it.
attack with.
Belfour misses.
You can do an attack as part of a charge, right?
Yes.
But you need
Oh
fighting
my
power.
god, this is
Oh,
going
Max.
Yeah, but-
fantastic.
But if I'm charging, I can't do a full attack.
That's
So
the
if my horse wanted to like bite him, then he
This
could
guy?
as part
Or
of
like
it.
a
So, yeah.
kick. Can't they do a kick?
Yeah, they can do 2
7.
hooves or
Does
They can
9
do
points of
votes or-
damage.
9?
So
Well,
you, but he said he
Finally, an
lost.
NPC saves us.
I'm
Doing some
gonna-
damage.
it's gonna take
which one
me
did damage? Omas?
my next turn just to get to the next barricade.
Yeah, that's true.
What
You should have jumped on her back. And she could have just jumped like a freaking barbarian from Diablo 2.
I never played Diablo 2. I started with 3.
Delete this.
Four's getting ready to come out.
Yeah, and I'm worried that it's gonna start off poorly like 3 did. Because I heard bad things about 3 when it came out.
Well, they tried to monetize too much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got so much blowback that they undid it all. Alright, Persha. I missed it there. Persha.
Persha, no, that's my
Para.
sister. I'm sorry. So,
One of your 9,000 sisters.
Oh,
no, we have a small litter.
You should
Only
litter. It's not
8,000.
nice. The druid that litters, really?
Oh my.
Funny. You should appreciate the pun. Just like
Oh.
those
And
are
we
my-
only have ranged weapons, catapults.
Oh!
So
Cat of Nine Tails would be a melee weapon.
Oh, shit.
there's actually a spell like Cat of 9 Lives or something, which is funny. But,
Anyway, I'll shut up.
yeah. So all right. So
Well,
what I am going to do, because I apparently didn't get any ranged weapons and apparently no ranged spells. So nobody's down yet, so I can't stabilize or cure anybody. That's bad. If I'm
Movement.
saying somebody get hurt, so I can do
Movement.
something. I
What
get
a decent
claw though, right?
Take damage.
That's the problem when you're
So
lower
damn.
level like casters. You can't really do anything if you can't cast.
I think my horse is hurt.
about 50 feet.
I don't do. Actually, I probably would. Do.
You're a druid. Why would
Yeah,
you?
I
You'd
would
probably
heal the
be mad
horse
at me.
first.
Yeah.
Like
Here, you're
that's-
taking
I've
care
taken
of
2
Will.
damage.
I'm not helping him. I'm trying to figure out.
He's our
what
missing
it is.
player.
So it's, you know what, I can do double movement and then I get the +10 if I run. So I could get technically.
You said you
Okay.
bought my charisma up to 10, right?
If
Yes.
you do, here's a question. I have a rules thing because I've never had this come up. If you have a +10 to run, do you put the 10 to your total movement before you multiply it or after you multiply?
Goes to your base, doesn't it?
Yep.
So it's before you
Yeah.
multiply. Okay. I just want. It's kind
Yeah,
of.
see an extra 10 feet.
Okay, so it's
And
not
then
that you get an
multiply.
extra 20, it's you get an extra 10.
Yeah.
Because a run, it would be. This is
A run would be an extra 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A double movement action, you would get 20 extra feet. If you get a +10 to your movement,
Okay, I'm doing 3.5 because that's where it's double or triple depending on your.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
with
so
damage,
basically, if I do a run, I get 10 feet. So then I would get 60,
What's your base speed?
30 plus 10 if I
Yeah,
run.
double.
And
So that's 40.
two of those squares are being unless you do acrobatics checks to jump over.
I can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
don't-
fine.
So you can move a total of 80 on a double
So,
move.
so it is just straight up double then with it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
then
I'll
it's
do that.
a DC 10 on the jumps.
I probably will make it. I'm saying that and then I'll crit it. Like
Right at
fail.
50.
But you have acrobat. Yeah, you said
I have acrobat, yeah. So, and
So you have
I
to like
didn't
roll at least
have-
a 5 or 3.
If everything is correct on my sheet, I forgot I put a ring in, so it'd be, I didn't write that down correctly. It's a 7. I need to roll a 3 or better to
Do it.
meet a 10. So
Don't
it.
crit fumble. Don't do it.
don't say it. There's no dice jail. Do you want me? Do I need to do 2 then?
We
Yeah.
can
Two
make a
checks?
dice jail. We
So
already
for the
put one in
first
his
one-
dice jail. What'd she roll?
Crit-
2. And I needed a 3.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So yeah, you're
Please
still
don't
you're still
roll.
kind of gobsmacked by the look of the orcs.
Do I get to call that as a reflex
Wait,
save if
how
I do
many-
something? Because I can re-roll it for the day. Because I have a cast
You can do
lock thing.
you can do a reflex save to keep yourself from face planting, but it's gonna mess up your run.
Oh, okay.
So you either stay on your feet, or
Or
You can do another acrobatics check to see if you can recover from.
yeah, I'll do that then for sure. Because I don't want to be prone. That's like the last thing I want to be as a caster.
Or if you probably land on your feet anyway. So
That's true.
nah, because you're a cat.
Yeah.
What one? Why did we never have cat people before?
Catfolk are pretty cool, actually. Especially with what I did with the claws and
I
all
think
the
there's
other
actually a
stuff.
feat called Black Cat.
It's not a feat, it's actually a trait you can
Oh,
take.
it's a
Yeah.
it's an alternate racial trait. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
That because I was gonna take that instead. I took the claws one, so like
How
I
does he just know
basically can
Do
make it a with the item I have. It's a natural, or it goes from natural to light slashing, which is kind of sweet. And then it's like extra damage. And all right, so do I need to?
you're
do
doing an acrobatics check to keep from face planting, but you lose your double move.
Do I still get the +10? I'm
Mhm.
just
So it'd be like
Whatever
half
your
of
normal
whatever
move.
it was.
Whatever.
this is normal, so
Yeah.
it's
So you're recovering,
40.
so you can just do your normal whatever your normal move is.
so just be
Oh, there we
30. I got a 3, so I met it to recover.
There you go.
Apparently.
Barely. She
Yeah.
scrambles.
So
That
You're right
dice.
up next to him.
I
Then.
think that die needs to go to
It
die
would be
jail
one
already.
farther. This
Okay.
would be 10 jump, recover, 20, 30.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So
I'm so slow.
You'll get there eventually.
I
It's a
was gonna
small
have
map.
80 feet movement.
All right,
And then
Delvin.
Alright, and that's all I
Alright.
can do.
And
so.
we roll a lot of ones in this play.
Yes.
So
Lots of 1
So-
down.
ones and 20s, really. There's no in between hardly.
I roll.
It's more fun that way.
So what are you doing, Milgram?
Let's
Is
see.
the, at least we don't use the crit cards. Those are painful. But it can work to your advantage.
I don't know if I could like jump. I don't see myself jumping something that's bigger than me. Unless
What's
I
your
can.
acrobatics?
You could
Do
just
you
do-
have it?
You could just do it safe and just climb over it.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
And just
But
take
like,
That's what I would do.
Can I double move and do that?
It's not trained
Well, if you
only.
do a double move, you're gonna have to do acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you
that's
do
what
a
I'm
regular move, it'll just be half speed over that.
Yeah,
just-
but like
then you'll just get to the
that's
barricade.
there's what 20 feet in between the two barricades, so I can just get up to it.
Yeah, to get to it. No, I had a character that fell and went prone in the middle of battle, and I actually killed like 3 of our enemies from the ground, even with like prone. And
Nice.
I
It
don't
was
see
a
myself
horror.
fighting
It
people
was
from
a
No, I
down.
don't want that.
I
I wouldn't recommend it, especially with your weapon. Oh yeah, you
I got 2 battle axes.
I need 3 more orcs, please.
Yes. Wave number 2.
This is like
We're
wave.
supposed to have
For us, it's 2.
This is the 4th wave.
So
Oh,
this looks like an
Only 7 more waves. That's the text I saw.
So 6 more after this.
That's why when they were all like, "It's gonna take us forever to get
Oh,
there,"
yeah.
I'm like, "Don't worry, it'll be
Thank you.
okay. It's an invasion."
We
I love
need,
it.
we need like a sorcerer at the 10th level who can just do like a huge like circle of fire, fireball. Yeah, like that's.
Well, that's why this battle is good for low levels because you can't do that.
Yeah.
You gotta slug it out with these assholes. It's
Or
been a fun
decorate
fight
it.
so far.
Well, even like one fireball would at least like level the playing field. You know, just if somebody had like a fireball necklace and have one fireball, like
A million
that's-
fireballs.
Yeah. Unless you fall from a height high enough to take damage and you fall and you have to roll for each fireball on your necklace because it goes off. But the person who did it was a dragonborn, so they actually did better because they fell on the fireball necklace.
Okay.
because of their-
So
Anyway,
number 3,
I do have all of them.
yep, he moves up 30. So he should be up there right next to the other guy. And then number 2, who's in the middle there,
Right here,
yep, he moves up right next to him.
like that.
Yep, so they're stacked in there, two by 2.
2 by 2.
At least they can't all come through at once. They're getting kind of
There's only
like
3 orcs. Which one up? Does another one move?
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah,
tunnel.
funneled.
Yeah,
Hurry.
tunnel.
We should be fine as long as we can keep them.
All right,
Bobby,
so
you
Tunnel
need-
over, yeah.
But
let's do this.
we don't know what the guys in the back are going to do. So
If one's a caster.
What the hell's my weapons? It's been so long since I
you
got
use a
one.
dire flail, a 2-handed flail.
I have a javelin. I'm like,
Now remember, if it's a throwing javelin, you can't get it back unless you go over there.
well, eventually I'm gonna go over there. So
Okay,
I gotta claim all the heads.
Yeah, afterwards.
and it's just be funny if I miss because you guys are right there.
turd.
So.
It's funny we have different definitions of apparently.
So,
Go ahead, kill your boyfriend's character. That's cool.
well, the
You get
problem,
bonus XP for that.
the
by the way.
promise is I.
Metagame.
You just got 5 levels.
So, well, I guess if I could do a charge attack and get there too. So, or a power attack.
I've once
rather.
got 400 experience for starting and ending a bar fight.
As long as you're the last one to finish it.
I think I had a bard before this one.
Why wouldn't you want to be the first one to finish it?
So I'm gonna move forward and.
I don't know.
Free beer?
I don't know what you're saying right now. I'm so confused.
You said you want to be the last one to finish it. I want to be the first one to finish it.
That's because you're a sissy.
Because if you're the first one to finish, it's finished.
Yeah, but if you're the last to finish,
Not bad.
Then you're too late. Because it's already finished.
that's what she said.
Yeah, he was a chaotic, evil dwarf barbarian with the drunken brute archetype.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
What's up?
That bar got a lot of hassle.
A 10 plus 3. Are you throwing? Or are you
I'm
fighting?
throwing. I'm throwing.
So you're gonna charge
This is
when you
happening.
throw?
I can't get there. Like, no, I'm not charging. I'm
Oh,
just.
okay.
I just want my movement speed.
10 plus 1 is 11.
I know it's 11. That's what I said. Uh-oh.
11 might be. Or is it anything with firing into combat with Pathfinder and training?
I don't remember either.
Firing into melee, yes.
Yeah, isn't
Like,
there a negative, a -2,
But
-4?
my character's not that smart, so I made the decision that that's what my character.
No, I
would
mean,
do.
like, would that change if you succeeded it or not?
Probably.
Yeah, because that's one thing.
What's
I
your call, Chris?
He can do what he
Gotta
wants
keep
over
this shit
there.
moving.
What'd you do?
Because it's firing.
I
melee,
ran,
it's the
or I
weapon.
went forward my movement speed.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And you threw a javelin into the party to try and hit the
except
orcs?
for I forgot I have a 40-foot movement speed, not a 30.
Oh, so you can get there.
So you
Yeah,
get
so I
there.
didn't have to do that. So I can either rewind, but I already rolled it, so we're gonna go with
Yeah, we're
it.
still going with it.
Yeah, and so I only went 30 feet, and I
What did you
tried to
roll?
pluck a javelin in between, but I only got an 11 total.
And that's before there's. If
Going
you wanted
into
to add
combat.
a
So-
combat with the melee, that was the.
Well, we
thing I
got
was
the only one who might be in the way is Grecker.
Sorry.
And my horse.
So do we not
Please
count
don't kill the horse.
firing into a melee with range?
He
or
will
for
never let me
weapons?
sleep in the
That's-
same
I think
bed as
usually
him
it's
again.
-2 or -4 unless you have the.
I have to make
You
the
are correct.
decisions based on
I
what
just
the
didn't know if some
character
people
would
do
do.
that.
And I'm like,
I'm just saying if someone's in her line of
she's
fire.
silly.
Got it. Okay, so it's.
So yeah, you did not hit.
But did I kill
No, you
anything?
did not.
But you did not
I
hit.
can sleep
That's
in
why
my
if
bed
you did a
still
critical
tonight.
failure, or if someone was in the way, then it would have been like a
Good.
-4.
I was.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. So if it's literally the way it's
I didn't want to
positioned-
metagame that, but man, I was scared. I was like, man, my character
All
would
right,
do.
the monitor lizard moves up
Customs.
into that next the space
Is
on
there
the right there.
barbarian kind
Right
of
here?
thing?
Yep, they're
That's
just kind of stacking up in
playing
there.
your sheet.
Alrighty.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
And that last orc, that one, yep, he comes up towards the middle there in the back.
Hugging the monitor.
You're
Nice.
really trying to get in there.
Great.
Can they get around here? Like, is this a gap or no?
No,
It
that's
looks
a
like
wall.
a wall. Yeah, I see it now.
So we can get towers.
That's a cool setup, though.
It's really great for funneling them in. That's probably the only thing that may keep us from being.
That might be why they built the encounter that way. So a bunch of level 2 characters don't get killed by 7 orcs and a monitor lizard.
I know, but I like it.
All right, top of the order, Grecker.
Sorry. Do roll a ride check to use my mount in combat. I need a 10. I got a 14.
Critical fail.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't. Just to double check on that. Yep, got a 14. So now me and my horse can attack. I'm attacking. 5 plus 3 is a miss. 8. Horse attack with bite. Miss.
How do you know it's a miss?
Because it's 6 plus 2.
Okay.
Hoof, 8 plus 2. 7 plus 2.
Yeah, they all
Was I
miss.
supposed to add this in last time?
Unless they have a
No.
like minus to their AC.
That's
Just that,
yes.
and
You know,
Yeah, I think so.
you can't metagame your character like that. He doesn't know.
Actually, you should have added this.
All right, Bell 4.
That should be a 3 as well. And that should be a 5.
Oh, that hits.
Because you have a base attack bonus of 2. Plus 3 for your strength is 5. You have a plus 1 for your dex, plus a base attack bonus of 2.
So
the
what's
crap
that
out of me.
apple?
Maybe 6.
What's that apple?
This-
But that's what
The,
That's what this is right here. 5. Base attack, strength. That's what I said.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
this is for like if you want to do a trip.
PGRD.
Or you want to do like a special
There
mix.
is a
10.
Android version. If you
So,
can't, the
The
official one, I
attack
think it's
bonus
like
of the
Master
weapon,
Words.
that would
or something.
That's
like
plus
that.
5.
It's really cheap.
2
Yeah,
for your base
it's
attack
PFR.
bonus, plus 3 for your strength.
And it should be.
you made this.
This is the official one, so that you know everything's up to
Oops.
date. No, I wrote the wrong stuff.
Right.
And you can.
So
So I
Orc-
probably should have hit last time, but that's alright.
Orc number 1 is taking a
that
swing
lets
at
you
Omast.
Which is this guy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This lets you switch the scribe between 3.5.
Because I would have
Yes.
gotten a 14, which you hit.
So that's a decent one too, but it's not always updated. Scribe.
No,
Hurrah.
I would have gotten a
Yes.
13.
Usually
That's
that's
actually what I was
on my
looking
app
at.
store.
So,
If you guys want the Wi-Fi password, let me know.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
well, luckily this one downloads and I don't need the internet, but, okay, so this is duration, target creature, okay, touch creature. So, I would a. Okay, I've never met you, so I can't ask who would benefit. That's the one thing I have to like not metagame is that I've never talked to the other people in combat with me. Let's see here.
Let's see
You can yell out questions.
Yeah, you could yell out that you're here. 'Cause I
Which
don't even know.
person would really work well with a competent? I mean, that just feels metagamey, you know. But I have to get there first anyway because it's
Orcs
a
are good
creature
enemy
touch.
range, like a +1 against them.
All right, I have to do acrobatics check to get over the first one, so I'm gonna try to run and jump. So that's what I'm gonna do because I have to get up there to do anything. Everything I have is touch attack. So
No fondling the character space.
what?
No fondling the character space.
Funneling.
Finally.
Fondling.
Because
That is.
everything's touchy, you said.
You gotta push the orc off the
I was gonna.
You
Did you grant
slightly
something on
press
here?
his back.
I
He's
critically
uncomfortable.
caressed, apparently. No, I rolled a 1,
Caressed.
so
Demonic caress.
right. That's not what it was
That's a
supposed to
second
do.
one.
Sorry.
It's a touch attack.
That was scary.
Hey, if you were doing certain
Getting
level
back
spells,
was
it
pretty
does that.
okay,
So yeah,
but
I
getting out
basically
was hard.
biffed it, and I'm gonna try to recover and take regular movement, basically. So I hate this die. All right, so I basically met to recover, so all I get is regular movement. So I can basically
You want-
get to there.
New one?
I have
That
other
was
ones.
a very hard feat.
Right.
What?
The once you just try
Yeah,
to
the
hit
clear one.
I have
So,
others that are
Can I still yell something out?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
It's
gonna
pretty
be
limit.
like oof or something, and then say who needs help with their attack or
Actually, you
their
know what, that
save
would be
or
some
attacker.
characters over
How
there.
would you say save? Saves. Who needs help meeting with their attack? Yes.
zoom in here.
Who sucks at hitting?
Basically, yeah.
All right.
I moved everybody.
Well, the horse sucks at horsing.
So
He's
now,
the one who
now we're into 5
tripped.
foot
Yes,
squares.
he keeps on horsing around.
So yeah, if I could.
Oh,
I'm guesstimating on this.
Yep.
yeah, it's
I was still back here.
you just completely messed us up.
just
We
makes
had just got used to the 10.
Roughly like so.
Caleb's got this, luckily, because I just lost my mind when I looked down and saw that it
There you
changed.
go.
I understand why. It's because they're clustered.
Right.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
At the same time,
Come
yeah.
on,
So now what
stand
is
up
the move bit?
No, I love this. I think the board is so neat. It turned out good for us.
If I need to fix anybody, you
Little-
just let me know.
Yeah, the,
No, I
the
just
orcs on the
like
bottom
these
are not on the
change.
screen yet.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
So is it?
Sorry,
now
it's on your left arm. It's on the bottom for me.
I knew what you meant.
15 feet square movement, or how does?
Now we're down to 5 foot squares.
So by zooming in,
So yeah, so like, whereas one square was 10 foot before,
right?
now it's
Oh,
5
because you
feet.
zoomed it.
Yeah.
I know. That
I'm
messed
doing
with
that
me.
backwards thing again. I don't know what. I'm being dyslexic. I'm playing my sheep. It runs in the family.
All right, so
Nobody's
Omas has to
dyslexic,
do
is
a 5 foot step. It looks like.
Rex.
Forward.
Yep,
Awesome.
right
And I
there.
have dog treats as one of my items.
All right, so that is 7, 9, 10, 11. So that's orc number 1.
He's already been hit for 9, right? That's the same one.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't find that app on my phone.
Because I have Android.
Yeah.
Just making
I
sure it was
have
the
an
same
iPhone.
one that got hit before. I guess not Hermione.
Okay, so this is look it up as iPad. Not like when you
Doldrum.
Doggerel. All right. Doggerel will climb over the barricade. Am I on the screen yet?
If you're on the other side of the barricade, yes.
Okay.
on the screen, yeah. We'll let you on the screen, man.
Glad you showed up to D&D so you could move your character.
Wait, he's moving all the NPCs too. He's
Oh,
doing
yeah,
a fine
I'm,
job.
I'm the
I
DM.
joined a D&D group so I can learn basic math skills. Actually, there is truth to that.
You know what? You pulled us away from Fire Emblem. Are you happy?
I'm very happy. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
If I wouldn't have been here tonight, I probably would have been drawing Edelgard.
More Fire Emblem references. We have a problem.
I don't know if you ever played Fire.
I learned part of it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Nintendo.
Oh, what is it?
Fantastic Nintendo.
Nintendo. Okay, I heard Nintendo.
Yeah.
And
It's
Are you doing Nova?
Caleb's a
I just climbed
mumbler.
over the
You
barricade.
moved?
Yeah.
I have a
Alright,
bunch.
so
I have an
number
Atari
3.
emulator at home, so I'm always.
He's the one behind number 1. Yep, that one. Or the one in behind second row.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Nope, that's third row.
Alright,
Basic
so Lizard
math.
Folk.
Yes.
1. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the
The
pointer?
sun came out.
All of them.
That one right there.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
He moves. He does a 5-foot step
In between.
diagonally to get in between. There you go.
Oh, okay.
He's facing backwards, but he's fine. We get it.
Oh, nobody. Did
Uh,
anybody do flanking bonuses at any
I'm
point?
getting
There are
ready.
no flanking
I'm
bonuses,
Yes,
are
there
there? Oh,
I
there
think
are.
there'd be.
Yeah, it's a +2 flanking.
We just
bonus.
haven't gotten there yet.
I thought when the.
They got to be in the middle of you. You got to be on the other
Oh,
side.
he was a step
right.
behind.
Well,
Okay, he was one.
In the last game, I jumped my horse over one, landed him, had a mule kick, and we got the flanking bonus because my horse was on the other side of this poor orc. He's just getting fucking mule kicked.
Nice.
We
All right.
had a shield church
So
elf
the bottom orcs,
that.
just go ahead and move them all onto the screen.
So
There you
basically,
go.
They're on the screen just
elf had a shield
after.
dash, so we push him
I move as fast as I
Yeah.
need.
So we would
All right,
push
Curry, you're up.
our enemies in.
Different
Well-
than most.
And our ace
Now that I
kinda
know the
felt
correct numbers
Yeah,
to
we
add,
did.
I thought that seemed wrong. Alright, so I'm just going to go after this one that's closest towards me
So number 3.
with a flail. Yes.
Okay.
He's right in front of me. So number 3, flail. Oh, Jesus Christ. 9. I'm going home. I was supposed to save you. I told you it wasn't going to happen.
Should have brought my
See, miss?
Android tablet
I
first,
missed.
did.
Monitor lizard stays there,
Okay.
and then the other orc
This
moves
one's
up. Yeah, he moves up.
Oh.
They're stacked in there pretty good.
See, like, I can get up to the fight, Caleb, but I'm not doing anything in the fight, so we're good. We're all useless. Except for one NPC.
Right, Record, you're up.
Do something a little different. We're gonna do a bull rush.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to push
that bull run.
into these two.
Yep.
Okay. So
It's a -2 for the to keep going after you hit the first one.
it's actually more.
Is it?
Well, you have to immediately roll with a.
Is it? I thought it was +2, +4, +8.
You take a -4 penalty on this check for each creature being pushed beyond the first.
Oh, okay.
So
That will do
So
that.
I have to make one against the first guy, so he can take an attack of opportunity against me or the horse.
Right.
So, attack. That's 6 plus.
Let's see, do you have any-
We are rolling like all stars.
Well, that's a 6 on the die. It probably is something.
Oh, it's
No, it's really
No,
not.
you don't have to worry about a. You didn't. You missed.
Okay. Well, so did I. So really,
Did you critical fail or did you miss?
no.
it is. so nothing happens.
Yeah.
Your horse just
This
like,
guy
dude.
I told you.
This guy somehow pushes back like a 1,200-pound animal. I have no idea.
Where he just stands in the
It's
ground
more-
where
Your horse didn't listen.
He just
Again.
he just did something like Tai Chi and, oh, baka! And hit the spot right in the chest of the horse. The horse like, what up, man?
It's no.
And he puts
horse
him
looks
on
back
the
at me.
nose.
Horse looks back at me. I ain't going in there, dude.
He gave up the horse a menacing you look tasty stare.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay, that's all I can do.
Watch the.
All right, Belfour. Is he right up on that guy? Or does he need to take a 5-foot step?
5 foot, maybe.
What's his name?
And that hits.
Alright.
That's why it's only
4,
or is it only 1d10?
10.
Yep.
And that's number 3.
My horse's bite's only 1d4 minus 1.
Even for a dog, you think maybe, like, because that's a major attack.
Alright.
His speed is pretty good though.
My cat's got a bigger bite attack than me.
Number 1.
You have, like,
He
cat
attacks
next to
Omast.
Alright.
Poor old mast.
Gosh,
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
a cat.
critical
Shit.
fail.
I don't even know what's going on besides shenanigans. That was mine. Oh, it was yours. Okay.
Yeah, I need to bring a bunch
Sorry,
of
you
D20s. Oh, my D20 is missing from my space dice.
It's like everybody's just fucking whiffing.
Yeah.
I know, seriously.
I have
That's why
no-
he's like, I'm not
That's
even
the
up there. I'm like,
initiative.
well, we're not hitting, so it's
Yeah.
And
fine.
that was like
Oh,
a
A
it's
14 for an
I just
initiative.
want to kill some fucking orcs.
It's the battle that never
Oh, I need
ends.
fucking goddamn.
You gotta like water boy drop kick somebody, like as your bull rush, just stop making fun of me.
You make it nervous.
All right, someone want to roll me a percentage, please?
Sure.
Andrew's got it.
64.
I don't like that. You
Man,
Right,
the
so-
you made
DM
him
laughs.
cackle.
When the DM smiles, it's already too late.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, he cackled.
So the orc takes a swipe at Omast, and he clips his buddy to his right for
Friendly fire
they're,
never
they're,
is.
doing, they're doing good too.
The orcs are used
Just
to
a
that.
bunch of like dumbass toddlers with
He
sticks.
stopped the horse,
Sharp
but he
for 8 points of damage.
Oh my
Hey.
Jesus, he did
For-
his lot.
Hey, for an orc, that could drop them, I think. Close to it,
He is
right?
he is going into rage.
But
All right.
You're gonna
So
break that
I made it.
big.
don't
so you see the orc there, number 1 in front of Omast. He takes a swing, clips his buddy, who was already not doing too hot, knocks him down, but before he catches himself and goes into orc ferocity. So he gets a +2 to his attacks.
Oh jeez.
Is he gonna have any like negatives because of it?
Yeah,
He'll be dead next
he'll,
round.
he'll be dead shortly.
I've never heard of that before.
So when an orc
We're
gets down to 0 hit points,
It's like okay, it's like blood frenzy kind of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
yeah, he goes. It's orc ferocity.
What do they
And-
call it? They call it
Our lady
Blood
will-
What's
Poke
that
around.
orc? It's like a last stand kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody here plays Mass Effect.
No, I
That's
got the
rude.
reference, but
Yeah.
there's actually something called a blood rage too, though.
All right, if you guys are going to continue to be gross, you're going to have to leave.
We're not being gross. He's
I
being
might be a
gross.
Mass Effect. Yeah.
You're part of it.
No, I wasn't.
You're
You don't even know what's going on, Blakely.
I don't play
I'm
video
just gonna
games
roll
like that,
dice
then,
and
unless it's
see
Nintendo.
how-
Hurrah, you're up.
Okay.
Practice.
Well, we'll see if I get there because apparently.
Well, there's no more man-made objects in your way, so.
Oh, I'll find a way. I'll find a way. I'll hit it.
I rolled a 1 and trip over my own 2 feet.
All right.
The rock rolls a +10 concealment and trips her.
that count towards my
It
stone
could be a
cutting?
mock rock. Like, you know.
Stone cutting.
There's a hole in the
Stealth
ground
box.
that you trip on.
A field mouse pops up out of
Oh
the
my
hole.
god, another cup's already almost done.
Oh, it's pretty quick actually.
And we haven't even hit anybody on our own yet, besides an NPC.
I don't want
We haven't done
to do
shit.
This is
There's
like,
gonna be 40 guys in
Very
the
much.
backfield just waiting to get
we're
hurt.
literally gonna
You
take
need-
like
you need
4
print
games to
upgrades for
kill this.
Using the printer.
What?
What?
The people?
So yeah, the heat, those ducts I have for cooling,
that. Oh,
the
yeah.
little fan there, I printed that with the printer.
Oh, nice.
The braces underneath the bed, I printed with the printer.
What are you gonna do?
The
Well,
cable
first I'm gonna
management thing on
move,
the far side over there,
Uh-huh.
that's printed with the
and
printer.
then I'm gonna
That's so
swipe.
cool.
All right.
So, the guy you said in the middle,
Yeah, there
orc-
are guys
The guy who's
ferocity, yeah.
yeah, the one who looks the most damage is gonna apparently drop next turn.
Well, he gets a -2 to his AC and a +2 to his attack. So it's a lot. He's easier to hit, but he hits harder.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna attack that.
Yeah, he's not going to die next round. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's. Well, I'm hoping
Do
he
it.
dies this round, but
Get
It's gonna die soon, but we don't know how soon.
Well,
Right,
they wouldn't know. I was
yeah.
gonna say, you wouldn't know, like, you know, other than he looks like he's kind of.
the way that
He
I
looks like
try
he's
to
safe
explain it to
better.
not
Even
metagame is
scarier
the
now.
bloody
Yeah,
one.
it's
He's
so
like
you
covered in
gotta
his own
attack
blood
it.
running. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
scarier bloody.
So you would probably go after him because it's like,
So I'm gonna swipe him with the hand that has the
Thanks,
cloud
son.
blades on it.
Okay.
So it changes damage-y things, and hopefully it's easier to hit.
we believe in you.
I rolled above a 2, so that's a good start. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
You don't
That is
know.
a good start.
That hits.
It
Alright.
hits.
So that is a 6er.
You don't know, man.
And I minned it, so, but minning with that thing is pretty good. So with the change in my character sheet, because it was wrong with my modifier, It's a 10 points of damage.
10 points of
Which
damage.
is not bad.
You are really, really good at it.
It's with the
Jelly.
weapon finesse, so then I change out my dex
Ah.
for my damage. Yeah, it's
Oh, so
great.
you have really high dex. See
Yeah.
my
The
stats.
cat.
My stats aren't that good.
I have the dex with armor too. You've got to have a
Your
max.
stats are really good. You must roll
I
really
rolled
well.
really well, and this is actually making a mistake too. So this one is the one
Alright,
that
so
dropped.
he's almost
This is
down.
+5 now 6.
Omast goes to try and finish him off.
Oh, this was
Nope.
this one down?
No, he's.
Oh yeah, did
there's
he not
ones-
drop?
Nope, he's still a little bit left.
Dear God.
He should have dropped. I'm gonna look
Yes.
very surprised and disappointed and sad. That's definitely like
Omast misses. Dahlgrim, you're up.
All right.
I can't do a heal check to see
Fine.
how close he is.
10.
But
15, 20.
if you do a skill check, you
I can
do
double
attack,
move, though.
right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say you
Yeah.
can run, you just
It's like a
can't
partial
attack
action.
if you
I'll
run.
run, but I
Yeah.
can't get up to him still because
Yeah.
y'all,
It's
like a
It's like
standard.
a-
What
to-
no, it's called like
I
a
don't think
standard action.
everybody's
You
going
get
to
a
get a chance
you get a
to
move
attack.
action.
y'all are in
attack.
my way.
And if you don't move, then that counts as
Alright.
your move.
Well,
That's
I
what
can
forgot,
back
so I
up
don't
and
have to move.
Guy on the orc on the top row right is attacking Burmast.
The green. Is it?
And
Guys, I'm here.
he misses.
Ooh, I got this.
Alright, now the
Don't say
raging
that's
the raging orc goes after Perha. It's got a
Aww.
+2 to attack
You attacked him.
Ooh.
for 19.
Alright.
That meets.
So that hits.
I'm gonna say Pathfinder.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. Shit, I'm lying. That definitely made it. That I switched. You hit either way. But, yeah.
8.
It's like crap, that extra hit.
Yeah,
6 points of
It
damage.
hit worse. Alright. I'm not down, but it hurt.
Oh, you. I also max hit points every round.
Oh, every
So
level.
rolling for him.
Oh, okay. Well, then I need to
Oh.
fix my hit points.
Oh, really? Okay. Well then, I have to figure out.
Alright,
I think I
so
only get like one extra.
26
No,
instead of 19. That's a lot better.
I have to
Oh,
do
yeah.
math again. I hate math.
Alright, so move
Oh, I do have
that
more.
second
hit
round
points.
of orcs up 30.
I gained 2 points.
Should be falling in right behind.
Yeah.
Curry, what you got?
Okay, so I'm going to take just a 5-foot step back.
Go back.
Yeah, because I'm feeling a little claustrophobic here and I've missed. And
As a barbarian.
yeah, well, I'm not as crazy as a barbarian was. And I'm only taking a step back to gather my wits here. So I'm going to go after the same guy.
Can you?
Yeah.
Isn't that too far? Or do you reach?
I have a reach weapon.
Oh, you have a reach weapon.
Well, nor I have a range weapon, rather.
Nice.
16. Almost
adding-
lost it off the table.
Did you add stuff or was that? Oh,
13 plus 3.
Oh, okay. Look for the 16. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so 16 is my attack.
When I first
Number
heard
3,
the
I
valve
think it
sounds,
is.
I thought it was like a ranger next to her. I can't even hear quite.
This is actually the first time I've had a DM who played, like, knowing this.
It's cool, right?
I like it, yeah.
I
When
never
I
had a
figured out
DM,
it
so-
wasn't a party next to her, you know.
Plus, it was like an extra thing I had to do when I DM'd.
We were like on the way here, and our country music radio DJ was talking about D&D and Magic the
Mhm.
Gathering, and I forget what else. And he's like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah, I turned it over. I was like, who's this?
So did
guy?
you attack?
I did. I did 16,
Okay, that hits.
and then it's
Which one was that?
Number
Attacking?
3. This guy here,
Okay.
and then it's 7 damage. I'm basically kind of just noticing we're bottlenecking them.
And
We don't want to let him through though. That's the problem. We
Well,
want to push him back.
We can let some of them through just to have a wider area to hit at them, because like
he
Once
goes
you're
they're
into
all
a
right
rage.
behind me.
Ooh.
So he's also
All right,
almost dead.
so what is his?
I'm not going further back. Right there's good.
But you know what I mean? Like once you open up that
Oh,
one
yeah.
square, they'll start.
Okay.
Yep, that's why I'm like I'm still with the wall here.
Oh, nice. All right, the monitor lizard decides to jump and land on
Yes.
the Dahlgren.
Land on me?
Oh, fuck.
So like in front of me, behind
You
me,
wanna,
like
like-
how's
Yeah, he's gonna try and grapple you. So what's
Okay.
your CMD?
my CMD is
Oh,
15.
That's pretty good.
Oh, here. This is how I was doing the.
It's all strength and basic attack.
Oh,
bonus.
that is
Yeah.
so clever.
So for flying and for on top of.
So he.
Yeah.
There you go.
Box.
I like it.
I like it.
So he lands on top of you, but he doesn't grapple you.
Aha.
And you take
Oh no.
Cast gelatinous cube.
2
also
points of
works.
damage.
Oh,
That's not
that's
too bad.
okay.
I actually have a minion for that too. The ooze.
But now he's in my reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he is,
kind of.
because he's right on top of you.
That just means he's easier to hit.
Nice.
I got 2 axes with
But
his
he's
name on
going
it.
it.
down.
So
So
the
then
Beast
it's-
Tamer, he is out of range. Alright.
It's like, no.
Round 5.
Round. Is it 5 rounds already? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can
God.
I do that?
There's a lot of
It's
people
like
on the
it
board to
doesn't fit
manage.
quite, but
Yeah.
there you go.
Who's up? Me?
Record.
All right.
How fast it went.
I'm going to try something different. This is what I've actually been looking to do, but I didn't know that it was a rule. It's called overrun.
Okay.
I'm trying to run over the guys in front of me
Okay.
and get out of the way.
Flip that.
It says, as a standard action taken during your move or as part of a charge, you can attempt to overrun your target moving through its square. You can only overrun an opponent who is no more than 1 size larger. If you do not have improved overrun feat or similar ability, initiating an overrun provokes
Provokes
an act.
Yeah.
That from a target.
Attack of opportunity.
If you overrun attempt fails, you stop in the space directly in front of the opponent or the nearest open space in front of the creature if there are other creatures occupying that space. When you attempt to overrun the target, you can choose to avoid. They can choose to avoid you, allowing you to pass through its square without requiring an attack. If the target does not avoid you, make a combat maneuver check as normal.
This is weird.
Alright, so 2 and 3 are both raging, so they're not going to move.
So that was one.
1.
Four.
4.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Are those 2.
Well, I'm right here, so I'm going straight through.
Okay.
So
The first one, he'll not move out of the way.
okay. Critical fail.
God.
Roll to confirm.
You and your stupid named horse are not.
8 to confirm.
What's your AC?
20.
He said maimed, but I heard maimed, which is funny.
Double
'cause
check.
it's a
Pretty sure it's 20.
Uh,
20.
I'm pretty
It's my,
sure
you know,
you.
it's his name,
confirm.
man.
So
20 AC.
I got you.
Gotta roll.
percentage.
67.
You rolled a 64 last time.
I
I don't know if I
know.
remember that, but it's like 60s.
Those I fucking roll way high on. At least I'm over 50% on those.
Yeah.
I'm trying another dice. I gotta try different. Gotta
All
try
right,
different
so
dice.
the 2 people on either side of them roll a.
That would be Omast and
Me?
Yep.
Or
Yeah, because you
Him
got
and the
pushed
lizard
back.
guy.
So basically,
Roll
it's
warrior roll?
we're actually parallel.
Yeah.
The two of us.
oh,
guess it'll put that there to show.
Acrobatics.
oh my!
Because you see the horse.
Oh
is,
no! Did you really?
I just rolled a 2.
Well, you rolled a
This
5.
is not a one. I thought it was.
So
a
okay,
one.
so this is what happened.
Oh my god, my jaw's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Roll for his AC.
Worst reason
I have to
for
attack
your
him?
jaw to hurt.
Yeah,
I
your
can't believe
horse
I
has
just
been.
Oh,
that.
good. That's
I have
great.
a
Roll
bad jaw
15
problem,
plus
so
5 is 20.
That's not
Yeah.
as
I just
So that
suck,
hits. So that's
What am I
like-
attacking with?
but I
Hooves.
can't.
Hooves? Okay, that's different. It's still
I
gonna
have like
hit
a ton
though.
of health problems. I have like
Yeah, if
It's
it's more than a
gonna
plus
get
17.
it's gonna hit.
It's not
Yeah,
like, it's just slow heal.
that still hits.
Seven.
like,
17
did
to
you
hit.
have
Okay.
teeth or whatever?
so
So-
roll damage.
No, I just have a
So I have
problem
no
with my
dex,
joints
so-
up here.
With fibromyalgia.
Oh,
Okay.
it's 26.
So
Oh, my
what you guys
sister
don't know is
1 damage.
Greckert
2
is
damage.
Greckert is having a lot of difficulties controlling his communicating with his horse, and the horse is
Wow.
like getting really frustrated with this. Do one thing, do another, miscommunicating, and so the horse is like, you know what, fuck this shit, and just starts kicking.
Oh.
You get hit for 2 points. Now you have to roll for Omast.
2 more.
12 plus 2 is 14.
Nope, that misses.
Alright.
So Omast gets out of it.
Thank
Should I
God.
roll a ride
Roll-
check?
Yep, that's what I was just gonna say. -2.
8 -2 is 6, plus 9 is 15.
Does that make
I
it?
don't have any
14.
ride.
I have 9 in ride. That would be.
So does that
I
make your
can't see
15?
it. That's,
Yes.
I thought that was an 8. So it's-
Hold on, let me do the math again. So 8 plus 9, 17.
-2.
-2 is 15.
So you are just barely hanging on
Alright,
to the captain. All right.
So
And your future ride checks and any type of maneuvers are going to be a -2 from here on.
Because he doesn't
So the
like
rest
you
of the battle?
now.
Yeah, your horse is really pissed off at you.
You really had a lot of fun.
this being my
stuff
first
going
meeting
on.
with
So,
him,
it
I'm
makes
just now
sense.
gonna give him the rest all kinds of shit for not being able to ride his horse.
His own horse, yeah.
Because this is like the 6th or 7th critical fail you've had controlling your horse.
Oh wait,
It's the
I
whole
can
point of my
talk
character.
To it. and tell
But
it to
you know
stop
what?
being
We're
a
awesome.
douche.
I do it once in a while, but that's about it.
I've
It's
seen
fine, there's a way
animals. I
around
could
that.
talk to your horse and tell it what to do, I guess, or try
I
to
can too.
mend. Oh, so don't waste
I can
it.
do handle animal instead of ride.
Oh,
Say fondle animal?
yes, that's if you're
Look,
really
that's-
critically
Where-
failing.
Let's
Yeah.
not get into that.
And they don't really like me.
That's a different kind of game.
You,
That's a
you
game
could
I
draw,
don't
you could
wanna
draw
play.
that. and
Who's
go
next?
right, too.
We gotta keep shit moving or we're
You
never
should
gonna
tell
get
you
through this battle.
that.
Yeah, I was reading this thing on Reddit. This guy was, he does furry NSW stuff. He goes, I make so much money doing it, but I like throw up 3 or 4 times with some of the stuff these guys
Yeah.
request.
See, that's the thing. You make enough money, you can go through it.
All right, 17. Belfour hits. He is swinging at number 3, who's currently raging. And he hits for.
There's some,
Really different side.
like DM music and stuff. Midnight Syndicate makes like
Probably is.
with so many different albums that specifically
I
say
had it,
for
in my
this
bag.
battle, for this
The
dungeon,
pencils that I
and it's all
Well,
free.
don't forget it.
I'll fully
That's where my
commit.
color
Hey,
goes.
like-
All right, we can take out number 3.
Take it out.
Do it.
He is deed.
Would it help if it was mine versus his
No,
that he stole from me?
he
What's
returned
mine?
it, so that's.
It's really quite chilly down there.
Oh my.
Mark him dead.
At least it's not a hamburger bun.
Ah,
I'll put it in my bag.
Oh, I've seen this.
That's dice roll.
Yeah, the towers.
Yeah.
I've just seen that specific. I made my dice tower like it's
All right.
wooden carved.
Number
wait, that's
1.
a dice roller?
God.
Where are we?
Tower. Ow! I broke everything.
Like, why aren't we using a dice roller?
This is my dice roll.
There's a dice roller, yeah.
Here, bring that over here without breaking everything this time.
Oh well,
That's what I
That's
would
less fun.
I want you
All
to
All right,
my
number
towers.
1 is swinging
We have not very much
at
room.
Omax.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
try it.
you just put it in the top and it
Hits.
rolls down.
Oh, it's so cute.
You've never seen it?
5 points of damage.
Mine's bigger, like, and it folds down. And it's like a castle with towers. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's 2 pieces. If you see me.
Yeah, it was the easiest one I could find to make that wasn't fancy. Because we had, when we were playing before, we had someone who just could not fucking keep her dice on the table.
Oh yeah, that's.
And then she got all pissy because I made her a dice roller. So
Why would you? Be...
And then there's me who's like, yes, a dice roller!
That's like saying, "How dare you make me cupcakes?" Like those words should never happen.
You made me something? How dare!
Right? How thoughtful of you. Like.
I am offended by your thoughtfulness.
Right. Unless it's something like now I have to gift you something, but.
So these are cups, right?
They're pencil cups.
Pencil cups.
Because I'm like, if you can drink out of them, you should keep them. And he's like, no, they're not watertight. You can't drink out of them.
Oh, they really are. Yeah, but can you just seal them by using like a painted resin? Yeah.
you could, I
Or
mean,
even
they
a
got a little
Mod
flex to them.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not, because it's only 1 wallet thickness, which is 0.4 millimeters.
If you did a couple painted layers of silicone, it would harden enough to be a.
Well, there's other plastics I can print if I want to.
Oh,
do
because
that.
you have the. I love painted silicone. It's like my new best friend. Or the
Nice
spray on
shade.
flex.
I like it. It's cool. I like the
I've never
design
seen
of
it
it
that
too.
metallic.
Like great like spirals.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty cool.
Alright.
The thing is, they make cool glasses. That's kind of what.
Let's see. We are at Perha.
Alright. I am going to do exactly the same thing again and do exactly worse damage. No, that's not words. That's not a sentence. I basically want to hit it worse. The same one, so the one that's directly in front of me.
So, just a
Number
question, so I make sure you do. I understand what you're doing. You're gonna hit it and then quit it.
Mm-mm. No.
This guy's got my sense of humor.
I'm going to hit it and then I'm going. Yeah.
Hopefully,
I
hit it
guess.
again.
It's more like pimp slap it with sharp things.
There we go.
That's a good way to say it. Alright.
ASMR.
I like that. Pimp slap with
If we
sharp
roll
things.
any more crit fumbles, we're all gonna need it.
No more words like that, because that sucks.
Hey,
I
you already
rolled
have
well
the
this
dice
time.
on.
It
was-
could be
it was
worse.
It's like
Okay.
when they say that four-letter S
Um,
word that begins in winter.
I don't understand. Sunny? No, that's too many letters. That would be with the claw blades 10. I don't think I add anything, so 10 to hit. Alright, so that's
You rolled a 10?
no, I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step too. Or when that would be attack of a 2.
No,
No, if you
no,
fight
no, I have a
5-foot
5-foot
step,
step. I'm
because
trying
I'd
to
step back.
Where are you trying to go?
Wait.
I don't think you can.
I'm not
Unless you're
flanking
going
them.
that way.
I'm being flanked. Okay, I'm just making sure because that's one of the good
No.
guys, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, then that doesn't help.
That's Greckard on the pissed off captain.
Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna help to do a 5-foot. It won't put me into flank. So I'm just gonna. Did anybody ever answer me when I asked who needs help with making their attacks hit?
I don't think so.
No one did? Okay, I'm gonna yell it again. And I don't know what languages people speak yet, so I'm just gonna use common.
I'm gonna be like, hell yeah. Just
Common's
'cause.
a pretty good
Keeps
guess.
offering.
Well, you speak Dwarven, right?
I should go over
Obviously.
some common, but yeah,
Yeah.
common's like it's called common for a reason. So it's
Some
probably a
people
good place.
don't.
Yeah,
speak
no, I
Common.
understand that, but like it's a good place to start. And I am commending you on your choice.
Oh,
I'm not berating you.
You know, I had
You-
a character that was like a linguist, and like they would yell stuff in like every language they could, like over and over again, like when they said shit or whatever.
All
it'd be,
right.
like, 15 languages.
Orc number 1 is now enraged.
Does anybody answer?
What's
me?
happening?
I haven't got that
We
chance
can't.
to do anything. That's why
I
Is
guess
it
we
like-
got a turn, can we?
Oh, that's true. I have to wait till your
Over.
turn, I guess.
I'm going to attempt one swing with each axe on the monitor lizard. So I take -4 with decon, so we go 2 up in fighting. So let's hopefully I roll decently. That will be a 6, so that will, I assume that's
Yes.
When you
And
roll,
then
you can't roll
offhand
under a 10.
as a 9, so no. I'm rolling like crap. Maybe I should
All
switch
of us
dice.
are.
All of us are like
Dice.
switch dice, blame the dice.
Alright, so
That's always.
Wait.
You're all gonna go to a dice roller if I roll well.
Here, I like this die. It's pretty.
alright, so orc number
That's
1,
damaging.
the new orcs. Orc number 1, yep. He moves a 5-foot step to get in line to the right of the one in front of him. I guess that'd be 10 feet.
Right here.
Yeah, that'll be his move. Okay.
Wait, so it wouldn't be
To the
here,
right.
Or
It's
Yeah.
only it's
in
5
front of
foot
2
squares.
or
We
in front
zoomed
of
in.
3?
Yeah, he'll move up another one. Yeah, he's doing his full movement.
Okay, I was just making sure because it was like in the middle.
Yeah, I
so.
was gonna say
So-
no. He
Wait,
goes in front
right.
of this guy.
So
Right in
that's
there.
yeah, because
It's only a 1 step.
right.
diagonal.
So I was
That's all he
outside
can
if it
move,
was
but he
2
wants
or
to get in
3.
line because he knows one of those guys is about to drop.
Uh,
Curry, what you got?
All right, let's do
Show
this.
what you
shoot, I should
got.
have taken the 5-foot stuff to get away from being in swinging range.
Took me a second.
You're faster, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I've been making my way through all of them
helps because
and
mostly
preparing for tomorrow.
I'm going to swing at the thing on
Stabilizers
his
or-
I
head.
thought you were gonna swing at me for a second.
Okay.
No, the
What
thing
did I
at
do?
his
So-
head.
So you, do you have
That won't help.
called shot?
I don't know what that
So
means.
you'll be at -2.
No, I can
That's
always
fine.
summon
I'm gonna
something,
do
but
it
it's
anyways.
such
You know I
small
am.
animals at this level, it's not really good to
Negative
talk about.
2, and it's just a flail.
Kind of.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Your dice roller
And
failed
I
me.
can't do entangle.
Is it not
because it's
staying in?
natural.
No, it did this time.
Okay.
So
I
if it's
failed.
all stone
I
and
I
dirt,
rolled the same
they
actually.
usually say
Either
can't
way,
do entangle, and that's a 3.
so I'm gonna
That's
say it's gonna be okay because I rolled a 14 and I have a +5.
Yep, that hits.
So that's a
Minus
27. That. What? Why can't we have bad math work in our favor?
I like this. I like her.
Right, so you hit. How many points damage?
Oh, damage. We get to do that too. I forget because I don't roll damage very often.
Yeah. You haven't been
I might have lost my. Oh wait, this is my D10. I actually got.
We haven't dropped anybody
What
yet.
the hell's my D10? Which one's D10?
The one that has 10 sides.
I know. This one.
Sorry.
This D10.
That was that was
That was a good
smart.
I don't know why.
Oh,
This
that's
didn't
just
seem
bad.
like a 10-sided dice the first time I looked at it.
I
I like
mess up.
second guessed myself.
Well, and then there's the old school
So it's
D10
4
that has it's a D20
plus
two of each
3,
number.
so 7 damage.
The first dice that I
Kinda
ever
low,
bought,
but you know.
I didn't realize when I bought them that they
It's kinda
had
cool,
like
you can't
they
see
were
till you
cheat
move your
dice mixed
hand.
in.
What
So
you
there's
got?
like
I like
a D20 that has 2 1s and one that has 2 20s.
Oh, did you get like a Chessex bag or something?
Yeah, it wasn't a Chessex
Or
bag.
like
It
a
was like I
mixed-
bought a Chessex set that was
Right.
it was from the
Orc
Thomas.
number 3 moves up in that gap there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Right, the monitor lizard is going to bite at you.
Alright.
Even though I hit it, it bites at you. Poor
Yeah,
thing.
but it's
I
on
swung
top
at
of
it.
him. It's probably easier. It's a
Oh
lazy
my
lizard.
lord.
Uh-oh.
At least this is Pathfinder. You have to roll the confirm.
Are you looking at his rolls?
yes,
quit,
he is.
quit looking at the dungeon master's
Oh,
rolls.
do we not house rule that it's a natural 20 and then you automatically crit?
It still hits, but it doesn't.
Okay,
for
so
the
you still
crit.
confirm for the crit.
Yeah,
part.
it's,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank
so
God.
it's
Because if we did that, then we'd have to
8,
do it
9,
for
10, 11,
fails.
12, and then what's your
Close
CMD?
on 20s.
My CMD 15.
A lot of the
Right.
time house rolls with that I played in it's
Ooh,
if
and he
you roll a
grapples
20,
you.
it's
Oh,
automatic
So you
crit,
take,
automatic success.
Make 'em
5
work
points of
for it.
damage, and you are grappled.
Oh no, grapple rolls. At least it's Pathfinder, not 3.5.
All right, so first set of orc number 2, he is.
First one.
Oh, so orc number 4, the little one. Can you move up? Is he in range? I
This
can't
one?
tell. No,
There.
the little one.
All I can picture is
This one
Caleb
here, I
beating
think
at his
is-
own
Yeah.
head.
That was the one that just moved up. This one right here. This is 4. I can't
No,
remember
that's
which one's
4.
which.
That's 3 of the second wave. This is
This
4?
is 3 in the second wave.
I thought that was the
That's the
first.
one I just moved up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that one, nope, one up.
No, the monk will be one. Right
Oh,
That one right there, yeah. So he is going to attack whoever's
No.
right in front of him.
This
okay,
one?
because keep in well, is that that's the one I was attacking. Keep in mind too, you're technically right here. This won't fit. Unless
Okay.
we move. Yeah, I mean we can move them. I just didn't want to like.
It's okay if we
Hurry
get
up.
into the boundaries of the
Eh.
keep there. But. All right,
Okay, it's
so
attacking me. That makes sense. I've been attacking him. So
I don't think Dolgrim needs any more attacks right now anyway.
13.
People.
that is not going to be good.
Yes.
Finally,
You
someone gets a
can't
lucky
move.
break.
Right,
Next round.
one at least.
Round number 6.
30 and 6 at nobody's.
I'm
Wow.
gonna
That's-
use.
No, we dropped somebody.
No, we
Three
didn't.
died. The original 3 died.
Really?
Yeah, there's.
When did that happen?
Well, there's 2 that are raging, 1 that's dead. So the 2 rages are dropping precipitously.
Okay.
Okay, I just didn't see when
Precipitously.
one got taken
Okay,
off.
record.
I'm missing this.
What are you doing?
As a standard action, I'm gonna use Lion's Call. It's basically just like a battle cry.
Okay.
It'll give everybody +1 on their attack bonus for the next 2 rounds, and a +2 to fear bonus for the next 2 rounds.
It's like Inspire Courage.
Yeah, basically.
That is
Um,
Inspire Courage.
And then I will use my lance to attack the
Number 1.
Magic dice.
no the thing on him.
Okay.
Helping.
Monitor lizard.
Yeah.
It looks most intimidating, probably at this point.
And I'm assuming
Right.
that only goes
So
to
he's
allies.
grappled. So
Yeah.
I know there's a rule for that. Attacking a grappled opponent.
Wasn't it -2?
Attacking if you're grappling him.
So
I thought it was a plus because you have.
No.
Like,
well, there's a
higher
chance that you can
No,
hit the
he's
other
grappled.
Yeah.
because the lizard has him grappled,
power.
and
Right.
if he's going to try and get him with the lance, there's a chance that he could hit him instead of the lizard.
Well,
Oh no! Oh,
that's
he.
not
So
range,
you, I
range.
thought the lizard was attacking. That's why I was confused. Sorry, that was me. Okay. So yeah, definitely you can. There's a chance that. I can't remember the rules because I always
Hold on,
avoid
I got it.
grapple. Because it's just usually CND and CND makes it easier, but it's still.
Advanced naval combat is that what you're looking at?
If you are grappled.
Isn't it if your opponent is grappled? That's a different.
Grapple. Okay, grapple creature restrained. Grapple creatures cannot move. Take a -4 penalty to dexterity. Grapple creature next -2 on all attack rolls. So remember that. You can't use stealth,
No.
so don't try.
And your
I'm
dex
just gonna
isn't that
sneak
great
out of the
anyway.
grapple.
All right, it doesn't say anything. So we're just going to give you a -2 to hit.
and that would be a 13 to hit.
15. Is that with your +1?
Apparently, you can get
14.
knocked unconscious and you may
Hits.
not fall off your saddle.
It's a good thing someone remembered your +1.
Benevolent DM.
Mainly because this is our 3rd session in combat, and I'd like to get out of combat. for
I
a
don't
little
know. I don't
Oh,
know
is
if we're
this
ever
the
gonna make it.
8 damage.
You can always do the hand of the DM or instead of hand of God or whatever and just be like, okay, they all disappear and drop dead or something.
They retreat.
Yeah. End of combat. Go.
I
All
like
right,
I like experience.
Praha. Yeah.
Experience is usually pretty good.
So, oh wow, that was my name. Okay. I was looking up the mountain thing. Okay. That sounds wrong out of context. I guess at this point because I can't do 5. Oh, you know, I can attack and then 5 foot step back and then get out of the line of fire. But then I can do 5 foot step back in. Okay, yeah. I'll do the same attack again to the same one in front of me. So, let's see if this goes better. Sharpie poop slap again. I like this one so far. So that would be +1 to attack.
So
Right.
that's-
So that would
Yep.
be 23.
23,
Yes.
and you're hitting, not the shield
The one
breaker,
right in front of me, so that
You're
would be
hitting
what, 2?
Beast Tamer.
Originally number 2.
I think it's, was it scimitars?
Yeah.
Alright, hits, how many points?
Alright, I gotta roll that. I always wait till. And it's not to damage, right? It's just to attack.
You already attacked.
Yeah, you already attacked.
Right, I'm asking if the +1 goes to damage too.
Oh,
Because some of
the
them
courage
do, and some of them
thing?
don't.
No,
I think it just goes to attack,
It's
right?
just to attack, right?
What?
I was
Oh,
asking
no.
about your battle cry.
Does it
It's
go to
just
damage
to
or just attack?
attack?
Just to attack.
Okay, because some of them, that's what I was asking you.
No, it just scared me because I was reading something.
I got a min rolled again. Okay,
I'm
so
trying to figure
that
out the
would
grappling.
be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Got it.
Does it not drop?
He does not.
Rage, man.
Oh, does it keep him
Rage.
off? That's right. To a certain point. That's-
Yeah, eventually.
Oh wait, I did damage on the wrong one. Yes, he did drop.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
say. you said it
yeah,
was
we can
almost
take
dropping.
1 off the board.
Woohoo!
2 off the
Alright,
board now.
2?
Yeah,
Oh, total.
one,
Alright.
one is dying.
And
So.
at that point, I'm also going to. Okay, so I'm
Which one
trying to.
died?
The
The
one right
original
in
number
front of me.
3 died.
Oh,
No, those 2.
How did I get out of order?
Those 2. I don't know.
Get out of order.
I'm taking a 5 foot step back, diagonally-ish. I don't know how to fit everybody in there, but I'm basically out of reach of the fork.
He hits.
who's attacking who?
Who's up there?
I don't know who.
Okay, he hit the lizard, not you. Even with his minus. And he does damage.
Must be this one.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I wish there was like.
5,
I painted minis that were just
9.
like solid primaries, so you could say red,
Right.
blue, green.
Monitor lizard went unconscious.
On top
Nice.
of him. Does
He's
that do
still high
damage,
holding on,
does
or
that-
He
Or
grappled.
pin him?
You're gonna have to roll strength to get him off you.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
that'd be a good
wondering.
roll.
It's
Just a
like-
straight strength check.
All right. Omast.
If they're unconscious, do you good?
He misses.
Imagine it'll just be like.
Just
Dalgrim.
It won't be hard.
Alright,
Let's
roll my
see. How
strength
much
check.
does he weigh? Blah, blah, blah,
Or
blah.
do you crush it?
So
Like
you need to
non-lethal?
do a 12 at least.
So I need to roll a 15.
15?
So I need to roll a
15 strength check to get him off of him.
10. Sorry.
I
I
got
was
a
like,
natural
what
20.
the fuck is he made
Oh,
out of?
waste of a 20.
Lizard
So he
goo.
throws it.
Oh god!
Did you damage
Get
and
off
he lands
of
on him
me.
in the board? That
You
would
roll
be
3 points of
awesome.
damage to the dead body.
Nice.
Or the unconscious
Sweet.
body, sorry.
Oh wait, so he's off of you,
It's
right?
a good first roll on this die, though.
Right, that's a good sign.
I don't know where he landed.
Just take
Wait.
him off.
Oh,
he's dead.
He's like
Well,
Or not
actually,
dead.
leave him there. So if someone wants to coop the ground to finish him off, they can.
All right, we'll put him there.
Okay, the first of the second round of orcs. Where's he at?
You know, it'll be easier.
I
I'm
lost
gonna
track.
put him like he's
first
in
of the second
town.
round is back here.
Second wave, is that what we're talking about?
He should be up. Should be up in the next to him.
This one, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes a 5-foot step
Forward,
Yep.
I assume.
and swings at her.
Reach. It would need reach because I took the 5-foot
You
step
just
back.
had okay.
So
Okay.
unless he has,
Here.
He could attack my
Oh.
horse.
Yeah.
There's
So
a gap.
who?
He could have. Since I am facing this way, and my horse would technically
yeah, it's a
occupy
10
this
foot.
square,
square.
Because
these guys could. These guys could. He's a large-sized creature, so he occupies these 2 squares. So I should be in the middle, but either one of those guys could attack my horse.
Just threw your horse under the
I'm
bus.
just saying.
It's more like in front of.
He's pissed at his horse too.
You know, with the
19?
zombie apocalypse
19
phones,
on
you're
it.
not protecting the cats after all.
Are you? I don't know. I would. My cats.
You,
If
who
it's
can
the
get
cat,
to
or
the
you don't
cats?
know.
GD4 plus 4.
Ooh.
No, it'd be
Belchon.
me, not the cats.
That's what I'm
I
saying. If
protect
it's
the
the
cats
cats,
with
or
my
you know how to
legs.
do it.
That's
It's not
1.
you taking the hands.
8 points
No,
damage.
I'd pick me.
You would have the
Hurry.
you would have the more
Oh.
utility.
You're up, Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush! I don't know what that means.
It's a food.
Isn't it a food?
Alright,
It's a Mediterranean or.
Huh. 19 total, so I am aiming at. Well, it's kind of hard to tell who I'm aiming at, actually.
Well, they don't
Things
do
got
face-
moved around.
They don't do facing in Pathfinder, so.
So you got to move up to one.
Well, I can take a 5-foot step. I didn't realize I
No,
wasn't.
you'd have to push somebody out of the
If
way.
you take
to
a
do
5-foot step, you can coup de grace.
You didn't have to push my horse out of the way when you moved.
that. Yeah, well, he's a. You're
We
over
didn't know
there.
he was
Yeah, you were
occupying
standing there.
that space. You just told us that.
I don't know. I was like pushing out. No one got pushed.
So how are we working this?
So basically, what you would have to do, there'd be
Can I just
there's
jump and
room.
attack? Can I make
Well,
it?
this is an ally square, so you could just pass through it. Technically, in Pathfinder, you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
pass
He's
yeah,
right,
then
because
that
he's
works.
right there. If you want to coup de grace him,
Yeah,
so
sure.
or
we
jump
get him
on
out of the
top
way.
of them to hit
Get him
that
out of the
one.
off the map
You
here.
could be on top of it if it's
Use your hope,
Exciting.
buddy.
right.
Isn't
Wow.
coup de grace your max damage?
It's not about.
Well, the thing
It's
is, did you
automatic
crit.
want to coup de grace that, or do you want to just jump on top
Well,
of them
can-
and attack the other one?
No, I just want the. I want the guy going
want
off
him
the
gone.
map.
Coup de grace.
People off.
See,
the
I
map.
was jump on the
Plus,
body.
my person would
or-
get excited,
So
you know.
It's
finishing off.
you do 10, 13 times 3, 13, 26, 39 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. he's
Yeah, I didn't even calculate it because I figured he was dead.
So now
Nope.
you're in that.
It's always fun to
square.
figure out
Perfect.
the number, though.
So don't have to worry
Well,
about that. Monitor
not
lizard
numbered.
coming back at us. Alright, so
I suck at numbers.
orc number 3 of the second wave.
Which is this
SW3 from. Alright. So he's going to swing at
Wait, did you just move
Uh,
forward?
where Matt.
Yeah, it was 5 feet back. No, 'cause
Hits.
It
one. No,
was,
he wasn't that far back.
yeah, it was a diagonal. There was a space in between them. It was the only way that he was able to get in there.
4.
So there would be a 5-foot.
Eat.
I thought he was right next to you.
No, you're diagonal. They're like you're being. If that was an enemy, it'd be diagonal.
You only have
Just so you know, there was a communication thing. So he would have to take a 5-foot step to get into.
Okay.
Oh no! Or if he attacks
You can attack the diagonal.
you,
Yeah, it's to say
attack
he would have to either go after Curry within
Curry,
reach
yeah.
or take a step to
So
get
take
to.
the, I'll take the 5-foot step
Forward.
to get into range of.
Poor
Right.
Darren.
I'm just making sure because there was that gappy thing. Because otherwise,
Right.
we wouldn't have been able
The
Makes
number
sense.
Orc 4 from first wave.
to. Which one is
He, I think he's in the back. No,
Yeah.
not that one. Yeah, that one.
Or from first wave.
So he can't fit through there, so he's gonna have to wait.
Okay.
Orc
Why
number
can't he
2
fit
for the
through?
second wave.
You can pass through an ally's square. It just because it's not an acrobatics check.
I'll lose track of who's who.
That's true. Okay, I was just saying, like, because you were asking too, like, know that if it's an ally, you can go through, but if it's an enemy, you have to do an acrobatics check.
Great.
Alright,
Yeah.
Orc number 2, second wave.
Okay, so that's the.
I think he's the one in back, yeah.
The
He
ugliest
moves-
of
he
them
moves up
all.
in. So he's in the project.
Scar.
Round 7.
You need to kill everything already.
One more round of whatever that courage thing was. Inspired.
Oh.
Yep. Alright, Record, what you doing?
Critically failed my attack.
Oh yeah, I had to show that.
Yeah.
Do you want a different 20-sider?
I've literally tried all but
Here.
like 2.
Here, take this
All
one.
two. Try this one.
Is it weighted badly?
11 plus 3 plus 1 is 15.
And what was your attack?
Just with my lance
Right.
against the this guy.
The
Okay.
first greenie.
Oh, that's a good idea for the horse. I like it.
That's what we usually do.
I rolled my ride check to try to attack with the horse. Fuck this thing.
Alright, let me do the damage on him first.
That's it. You're off it.
I know I did.
So
It's
that's.
different for the horse.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh shit! I didn't even do damage. Hold on.
I know,
Oh.
that's what I was gonna say. Let's do the damage.
6 plus
Nice.
3. 6 plus 2. 8.
I like 6 plus 3 better, but okay.
Alright, he goes into a rage.
Okay.
Pissing everybody off.
Horse gets scared. Roll 14 for control my mount in combat. Needed 15.
Did you add your?
Well, I didn't add my 9, so 9.
Did you take your -2?
Yeah, but I still have plus 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. So he's gonna attack. He's gonna attack with his bite. Okay, he's gonna mess with his bite. He might hit with his hoof, his first hoof. Jesus Christ.
Did the
This
horse?
dice roller is my
Yeah.
favorite thing
Did
ever.
did the horse hit? Nay.
It's like it's like a casino game now over here. Because you don't know, it just comes
Come on.
out. It's like I didn't do it. I don't feel bad.
2 damage from one of his hooves, and
You didn't give him the numbers.
he did. Yeah. 18 plus 2 is 20 to hit, and then damage is 5.
Alright, he's still standing.
Fucking-
After all this time.
Yeah, these guys have like.
Which one is this? This guy, right?
Well, the Orc Ferocity pretty much doubles their hit points.
That's true.
You
have
gotta
to take
kill
them
him
all the way
twice.
dead.
Wait, 3
Like dead,
times.
dead.
Like yeah.
Like
So
they
they have
can't
to
get
hit
better.
their con score in the negatives.
And that's if they don't have like.
Alright,
Hit
Bell
points
4.
or
He is.
Because I think whatever. Or
Whatever
certain
orc he's
things when they
closest to,
rage,
which
they
one
get
is that?
bonus.
That'd be this one right here.
Okay. And it's a 20.
Ooh.
So which that's Orc 1? Or Orc 2?
No,
wasn't
this
that-
was 1. This is 3. Well, this is new
it's-
number.
That would be second
1,
wave.
3, 2, isn't it?
Second wave 3?
I don't know.
I think it's 1, 3, 2.
Second wave 2,
Oh no,
1,
I
3.
killed
I think
2,
it's second
so
wave
it's
3.
1.
It's second
I thought it
wave
was
somebody.
1, 3
I think it's
first.
second wave 3.
Second wave feminist.
Oh, he confirms.
Nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's I sound like we're auctioneers. Second wave?
Second
Alright,
wave, second wave, second wave.
Some
I can't do it.
percentages,
Second wave
please.
1, second wave 2.
This percent, I'll do it this time, I guess. Why not? 57.
57. Slashing weapon. Cut off at the knee.
Oof.
What got cut off at the knee?
That orc.
The orc?
He
Ew.
had a
Okay,
critical,
that's better.
so
And
Is he down?
well,
Well, kind of. Yes.
Is he prone or dead? That's
He
what
took
I'm
more
asking.
than
have
an
to-
arrow to
to roll his
a knee. Like
damage.
that's for sure.
It sounds bad for
so
him.
3,
I'm-
I was an
9,
orc once, and then I
10,
took
12,
a
13, 14, 15,
slashing weapon to the knee.
and he lost a leg.
Oh fuck! You're falling over, motherfucker. I don't care what the DM said.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
I would hope
He's-
so.
I just wanted to knock his
I would
ass
just
down.
really hope you. If you kept fighting, I'd be like, oh my god.
Bleeds
Well,
have you
out, but
ever
keeps
seen
fighting for
one
another
like
round.
Well,
I mean,
it took him
keep
down
going.
past this con, so
All right. Okay.
It's like
To be
common.
fair, a round is
Be
only
fair,
what?
like-
To be fair.
How many
To be
seconds?
fair.
15 or?
Oh no, it's like a matter of it's single digit seconds, isn't it? Around.
I thought it was 15.
6.
Yeah, it's single.
I think it's 6 seconds around.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
yeah,
is.
technically he could totally live long enough to swipe the next round.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be good at it.
No, he would stop.
Yeah.
hurrah!
He'd be like, oh my god, my leg's missing.
It wouldn't be a zombie.
Oh my god.
It's an
My legs
orc.
missing.
He would just like cap it.
Who's up?
I don't know.
Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Same. Okay, so I had one drop, I guess. Now these both are raging now, I believe. Or the
Yes,
equivalent
those
of?
two are.
They look very angry.
Well,
And
yes,
you
but
s-
they always look
You
very
still get your
angry.
+1 for courage this.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. Let's see. We should have. Let me look here. We should have orc number 1 second wave, orc number 3 second wave, and orc number 4 first wave.
4 of them.
4.
There's 4 left.
Okay. Yeah, that's all that's left on the board. Okay.
I like sitting here. I'm like, I think
Just
maybe.
making sure.
It's hard to keep track of here too.
Okay, so
There's been a lot of work.
I'm gonna do 5 foot step, I guess, which unfortunately means I can't step away, but hopefully one of them will die.
And spring
before-
attack.
That's a feat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
I-
dodge
I-
mobility and then spring
Yeah,
attack.
so I can't.
Whatever that is, I want to do it.
Do it.
Also, if I
you?
didn't say it, I've been telling my animal companion, which is a fluffy dog, to stay back for right now because I don't want him to get trampled, literally and figuratively. So, I'm basically
I'm
gonna.
gonna use the dog as a platform to jump over the barrier.
Hence why he's not in battle.
But you'd have to roll a ride check. And
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Plus, it's a small creature. That would just be you just squish it. That's what would happen.
I'm only
Oh,
185
I got dog
pounds.
on my shoes.
I'm 4'2"
Shoot.
and 185 pounds.
Can you grab me this cup out of the fridge?
Like that,
You can't.
exact.
I could have said a Wendy's cup.
You can't grab that cup out of the fridge.
Right.
I said like this.
Now we're all
I'm an
becoming
English
There you
major.
go, you
Come
smart.
at me,
this.
bro.
You said, can you grab this cup?
See?
You did.
See?
Did
Witnesses.
Orc
We
number.
can play back the video.
witnesses. Fuck video.
Orc
I still got
number
my
3
lemonade.
second wave. I
Okay.
think is the one in front of me. I'm gonna do the exact same thing I've done every round,
Okay.
and Tim slap with sharpshooting.
Kid slap.
Pimp slap or kid slap. I don't know.
Kid.
Kid.
Kid
Oh,
slap.
wow. Wow! It's like a cat toy. I'm just. Meow. I wonder if that could be like something like a demon would summon as like giant cat toy, fluffy hanging thing. That would be awesome.
Satanic barbed wire, yarn, ball yarn.
Satanic ball yarn.
You
Yeah.
gotta make that if we ever eat.
Somebody, what was it? Succubus summoned like a special unholy object, and it was a cat collar with a bell on it.
Oh,
that
I was
got,
half expecting
like,
you to whip.
No, but it got like
Yeah.
attached to me and
Yeah.
like made me lose
The
all
door
my
won't
decks.
close all the way
it was
because the kitty
bell.
litter thing's in the way. But we promise not to look. Well, I do anyway.
I can't get out in time to look. You're
If
fine.
I have to not do math, I'll do math if I have to, but it's 18 on the
Oh,
die.
you're good.
That's kind of what I was hoping. God, I was hoping. And I maxed damage. Unfortunately, I don't have any pluses besides normal things. So that is 15 points of damage.
And they're dead.
Yay, that was overkill maybe.
But delicious overkill because you've been fighting for a while on that front line.
Yeah.
Vicious, man.
That orc is out.
Yay.
Omast.
One dude. I
I want them to be
Misses.
a pirate so you can say
Second
full
time in a
mast.
row.
You
Now it's the opposite. Now the NPCs are sucking and we're doing better.
That's
I like
okay.
this.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
No, I'm not complaining. I just think it's fun.
You always cheer when they
Computer.
roll the ones.
Okay, who's next? After Omax.
Dahlgren.
Oh,
I'll say I'll go again.
go from the bathroom.
Well, he is
I'm just
going.
going in the back.
Yeah. You don't want to go out of the bathroom.
That's funny. I need less caffeine. I have had nothing but caffeine today.
I basically can drink Mountain Dew and go to sleep. It's
I did that earlier. I had 2 Mountain Dews at work.
Was it because
No,
you
I had
so
a
much
Mountain
caffeine?
Dew and I did have an energy drink. That was fun. And coffee. A lot today. That's why I was probably so messed up trying to take my nap. I was tired, but my brain was like, nope.
Because you almost like over caffeinated
Yeah.
and then crashed. You know, that's.
I did. I had coffee, energy drink, and Mountain Dew.
I have a fun thing called chronic fatigue disorder, which basically just means I'm really, really tired all the time. So, like, if I don't have caffeine, I'm a zombie and not in a fun way. Zombies. Yeah. No, I anything
Apparently hunt
zombie.
goes.
I was wondering if that was your shirt or just a shirt.
No,
You never
it's
know.
my old team. I'm not on it anymore, but I was for 8 years.
Have you heard of
Or 7.5.
the book,
Hey, Pilgrim, you're up.
Birds of Chicago? The
Okay,
book?
so I can take a 5-foot step
For you.
forward,
My friend did that.
and then I
Not
will
lucky.
swing at this guy twice. I
That's
wasn't
actually-
prone, was I?
I was telling you
Like,
the other day, and
landed
I'm
on-
probably
okay.
gonna move near him.
So
My
first
friend,
roll is
like,
going to be
Portland,
a
yeah.
15.
So he tells me
So
about
which one you
all
hitting
this,
at?
and it's like
This one right here.
Okay.
Is that a hit?
That
Sorry.
hits.
critical failure.
So that is a D8.
Yeah, we
Plus
should talk about that
3.
someday. I really like that stuff.
So that will be 9 damage.
He's raging.
Then with my second axe, that'll be a 6, so that will miss.
Right, so he swings back at you.
At least I hit something.
Or swinging a myth.
17.
That will hit.
So 2d4 plus 4.
You read a
16.
lot.
Because I don't need that.
That's
It's all from armor.
It's funny because mine's all decks and armor.
So that's 9.
9 damage.
Curry.
Where the fuck am I at? Let's
I'm
see.
saying your name, I'm getting
Smash that big
hungry.
motherfucker.
Big motherfucker!
Oh, jeez.
I roll and then I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh,
nice
it's your
roll.
favorite.
Alright,
Uh,
I am with,
Dwarves get
I
a plus
think I
1
have
against
to-
orcs and goblins.
diagonally
So
I'm
that-
within range,
Right.
so we're
Yeah,
good.
that's not favorite enemy.
That
yeah.
is a D12.
The last orc
My
standing right.
favorite
Racial-
enemy, or my favorite enemy is
Oh, it's a 9, so that's
You mentioned the
not as
And I
bad.
get
14
favorite
total.
green,
Is my thing still going?
Yeah,
Hits.
it's 15
which is
total.
probably in
I
the
thought-
mountains.
Oh, yeah, it's the same.
This is
So-
the
so,
last
yeah,
one.
until it
for
gets
it.
So
to
you're
me.
not dwarf.
Yep.
Take him out.
I'm a dwarf.
Because it depends on which dwarf you pick.
Oh,
That's more
that's right.
And then the player's guide suggests favorite during mountains.
Oh,
Let's
so there isn't.
do 7.
Oh,
And he's
not
there.
like there isn't 5e. Like,
Purple.
Three, I don't know.
I didn't really finish 3 times, but like in 5e, you have your set races.
Alright, so the last beast will attack who's ever in front of him.
That would be either her or
the
the horse,
The horse is directly in front of him.
or I can't remember his name.
What's his name is actually the
Omas?
closest.
Yeah, Omas.
So we'll go after.
It's similar with 3 points if you get a special like trait bonus depending on which dwarf you are. And there's I think 3 or 4.
It's like I know. Yeah, there's Hildor.
Let's hope this is the last round of combat.
There's like a mountain or a
Then I know what else. There's
Forest.
Wood Elf, High Elf, and Dark Elf. So,
there's actually like more sub.
well, this is just the
Yeah.
or the players who with 5e.
Record.
I didn't, like I said, I don't have
Finish
any
him off.
3 I started with that fighter.
Oh, he's used. So 3.75.
No, don't look at my note.
I heard 4th edition, so just.
I
Whoa.
think that might
It
be.
was them trying to get WoW players.
Fuck.
to try.
Alright. Well, either way, it's a
That's
24
I
to
tried to
hit.
play well. Like,
Misses.
22 to hit, excuse me. Does that hit? Does a 22 hit?
Misses.
You're right.
No, then I can't finish it off.
How is it?
So it wasn't it wasn't the dice.
It
It was
the
like I
service.
hit it with an 18, but a 20. What? There's actually creatures out there though that
7
like
damage.
they have a range where it's like
Survey
a single
says-
hit, and then like 12 or
He's-
18
ooh.
bolts, and then like there's
So
a
close.
spot.
I'm trying to make my horse finish
From
him
what I
off.
was told, I don't know.
That's what she said.
So close.
11 plus 9 is
Yep.
20.
Hits. All
Okay.
you need,
20, 18 to. Alright, spur him.
all you need is 2 points of damage.
Alright, so I got a hit with my horse.
1 point of damage.
He hits.
Oh, because yeah, it's a min
So-
one.
Yeah, 16 plus 2.
Gone?
Yep, they're all gone.
Actually, there's
What about
one
this
left.
No, there's one left.
There should be.
Unless it dropped and we didn't take them off the
Well,
board.
he dropped and he didn't take them off because I don't have anybody left.
You didn't tell us to. I think
Well, you want to start over fresh with him? You
No.
can.
Nope.
we'll kill him twice.
Do I?
We
that
finally
mean I have to
started
move
late.
forward? No.
All right, combat is done. on this.
Yay!
I've taken several hits.
And as everybody knows in a party, you always have to loot the bodies. So, did they have anything good on them
Check.
besides gross orc things?
There's some fecal matter in between the
You
fingernails.
see, that's what I mean, gross orc things. I mean, I could
I
picture
tried to
them
check
having
them.
like an elf ear or a snack on, or you
Some
know.
humanoid scalps.
Huge. Soap made out of
Actually, maybe not. I don't
tar
know
fat. I don't know.
if she showed you any of the work that I've done.
I showed them the naughty one. Not her.
What?
She wasn't here yet.
The not
That's all.
I had- that
was
was-
the naughty one.
We were talking about how I'm like Caleb's figured out the best way to make money, and they agreed.
As an artist.
As an
yes.
artist with digital, wait, that was all in the sentence.
All right, so we had 5 this time.
Everybody approved.
Were you the one who was talking about when you was talking about furry stuff?
No.
No.
Okay,
I
that
don't
was like,
know.
wait, what?
No, that was
So,
that
like-
was someone he knew.
Somebody asked me to draw that.
Like a dragonborn.
Yeah. So like,
Nice.
this is just me practicing getting better.
You
So
showed
some of
him
them are better
that
than
one.
others.
Mm.
That was the digital drawing,
And then I have a
not the digital drawing.
not save for work one that I'm doing right now. It's not finished. And that's up to you whether or not you want to see
I
it.
don't. It doesn't bother me. Trust me.
I'll have to.
You have to, like, hit a "Are you sure?"
It's not
button
that
on his
bad.
Discord
I mean, like, in
channel.
terms of-
Yeah,
It's
it's not like
exciting.
she's getting railed. It's just.
Yeah, that's as long
Oh,
as
that's
it's
that
not
one.
technical porn. We're fine. Like,
I'm sure I'll get that request eventually.
oh, you will.
I'm sure
But
I'll
you
get,
know what? If they pay you enough,
sure I'll get some
I
Futanari
just
too.
don't need to be part of it. That's,
yeah, just don't show it to us.
Yeah. Huh?
We'll still be your
There's
friend.
an-
Just don't show it
There's an
to us.
anime I just remember that involved tentacle porn that I was literally forced to watch,
have
and
you
then there
watched
was like
Sword
a
Art Online?
vagina that ate somebody.
Why do I remember
That wasn't an anime. That was a hentai.
That was a hentai.
Well, you're right. You're correct.
I remember this being a thing because of a party I went to.
Everybody watched. It was probably the same thing. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at this!" It was like the pain
Yeah.
Olympics equivalent. you know?
Between tentacles and Futanari, I'm sure I will get several very interesting requests.
Oh, always. If somebody can privately message you, get something they want for money,
Get a lot
and
of
keep it
booze.
quiet.
I'll
don't
pay you
do it.
$300. Okay.
Yeah, right? Like, okay.
How big did you want the shaft?
What's the weirdest thing you've had to draw so far?
I haven't gotten commissions
Oh,
yet.
okay.
So anything I've drawn, it's either just been me choosing to or.
That's some weird
I did
soap
get a
requests.
request. Draconian was a request.
But
Somebody
that
wanted me to
wasn't
draw.
a not
But
safe
that was
over.
the only not safe for work one I finished, and it's not even finished. Is the one that you guys saw
Gotcha.
And the other one you thought was like
bad? It's awful.
risque was not.
It's
that
not really
risque
that
was
bad.
good.
But like it's.
I like that.
I was
Contains.
uncomfortable with sharing it at the time, and it's nowhere near finished. It's a very, very loose sketch of 2 characters from Fire Emblem that I
Fire
share.
Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Okay, I was thinking.
Where should I
Ooh.
go? What?
You guys are within 732 experience points. Level
Level
3.
So we're all keeping at the same level, even though I joined late.
It's just easier.
I did
I
too.
agree.
I'm not gonna try and keep
They're really
track.
excited about that. They're
Oh,
like,
why?
yeah.
Because I think it's like a 3,000.
You were off doing push-ups somewhere?
Yeah, you did all the work.
It depends on what track you're on because
Yeah,
if
true.
you're
But you had-
I'm taking next week off.
But you had all the fun.
It's true, I did. This session, not so much.
I hit something.
Because of my retarded horse.
Was it the horse or
funny
was
as-
it the rider?
No, you know what?
Last session, my
We
horse bit
figured
me.
it out. We needed the dice roller because this area just wasn't enough for us.
There was
and
an
once
evil
we started
aura.
with
You
that,
leave your dice in a hot car.
it was good.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put it in the freezer next to him with a hammer.
Look,
Bad
it's-
dice.
there's a whole microwave.
You rolled your crit or your 19 with the same dice, right?
That's true. I see somebody's watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I'm
The cat.
making my way through.
It's
It
his
starts-
favorite.
I've only
Season
seen the
4 is
first season.
tomorrow.
Oh, really? I've only seen the first season.
Season 4 starts tomorrow, so I was wanting to get them all out of the way.
Are you high?
All right, so
You're trying to get high over that.
That is not a bomb.
House bomb.
House
Well,
bomb.
it depends how much glue you use. I guess it could be.
Where is? I forgot to bookmark it.
House bomb. We can resin that. We can make it work.
Oh man, there was a quote I saw. And it was about like the vape things, and it was like, guys, we used to smoke pot and make bongs out of anything in the kitchen, like pineapples and plastic, and there's kids dying from cigarettes. How weak are millennials, or something like that? It was hilarious.
That's true.
I'm a millennial and I never get sick.
No, I mean it was a joke about like the
Yeah.
fact that people
So how many
would
was
make
that?
bongs
That
out of
was
anything.
It was 7 words.
7
4,
Eight,
so
11,
3 and 7, yeah.
Yeah,
7
7
orcs.
orcs and then murder lizard.
Wizard.
Wizard. That's what I'm calling it. Oh, not
To be fair, they all died too. They just didn't know what it was from.
But what?
That works.
That generation died too. They just didn't know what it was from as much or care.
I thought it was funny because
It is
like
funny.
The amount of
because
times
that
I've
like
seen
made
the
me
phrase
think of
"okay boomer" in
college.
like
Lead
the last
paint.
freaking month has been ridiculous.
for what?
The amount of times I've seen the phrase "okay boomer" in the last month.
Right.
Like I browse Reddit and like all of our memes right now is just "okay boomer."
I just don't like even hearing
I
that.
think
And that
yours-
triggered my Google.
I think that triggered Google. Like, okay, boomer.
All right.
Probably like a Siri weird setting thing.
I love Siri.
I have my phone set on the like, and I just never changed it. It came as an automatic setting. 'cause
You
I
know,
got a
we're
replacement
timing
and
our
I think it was
sessions
a
by
huge
how many
thing.
cups we can print during.
That's what it is.
Well, we're
Because he
at
told me how long it takes.
1
I
and a quarter.
Actually, before you got here, we did about another quarter of one, so we're like 1.5 total. Which is
I was-
All right. So this is what you guys found. Let's not combine them. Hold on a second. We did combine.
we
Well,
made
I didn't
him
say I
write
was
it
going
down.
to share. I was looting and
We'll tackle the cat.
Looting in front of us, but not sharing. See
All
how it
right.
I'll
works.
hit bumper.
You have 222 platinum pieces.
We
Oh
share
my
nice.
lord, we're rich.
Dang, for orcs, that's a lot.
Well, this was 3 games worth of fighting
Okay.
loot. So
300 gold pieces.
I'm saying for orcs, they usually don't have money on them at all, so that's
1040 silver pieces.
it's generous.
And I'm just doing a random treasure generator.
I
I'm
like it.
picturing like
1700
video
copper
games
pieces.
where you like hit the enemy and like coins pop out. Like it's
Yeah, pretty much.
So like when you get the last hit in League of Legends.
Yeah.
That's
Was
what
it
was that
Mario?
movie?
Super Mario was too, but
Scott Pilgrim or the
versus
Yes!
yeah.
I
It's a great
freaking
game.
love Scott Pilgrim. Such a good movie.
All right,
Great movie,
these are
great
the gems you
games.
got.
Okay.
You got 2 bloodstones,
Sounds cool.
malachite,
Ooh, dibs. Only because I like it in real life. I own some.
and 2 obsidians. 1 small, 1 medium
That
size.
way.
Does anybody have a praise?
You're a dwarf. Why are you asking? Did you get a
Then you
praise?
got Masterwork studded leather armor
And we're in town. We'll get some.
and a Masterwork tower shield.
Hold on.
Will may have it.
Can't use any
It's
of
way
them.
too many magic items.
Well, you can make.
Well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were already saying what you were like wrote down was too much. I'm like, we
All
can
right.
cross it out.
That's just the gems. The Masterwork. Okay, magic items. You have 2 oils,
objects we have to identify.
I gotta
We
make
have a
sure.
lot of shit. We don't even know what it is.
We haven't even had time, like in game, to organize all of our loot and shit.
Well, it's only been 3 days total since we started the campaign.
Oh,
And
that's
how
not
many
very
games?
far. I joined pretty
We're in the
early.
middle
Then.
yeah,
of-
yeah,
Yeah.
like
How
right at
long
the beginning of the campaign.
How long ago did you message me asking me?
Yes,
to
but we
care?
played a bunch of times.
But we only
like,
play every
just,
like other week,
Oh yeah.
so
But we have played quite
This
a
is
few
our
games.
6th session.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying,
I
this
just
is-
remember like
And
you
the 3
messaged
of them
me,
have been this battle at this spot.
and you were
Say
like,
it sounds like this.
"You
is
guys
a
are
while.
playing when I was at work."
Is that
By the
it
time I
for
got
oil-
off
for
work,
To be
magic?
fair, it was just
Those are the
two
two- yeah, two
players
oils.
and 2
Okay.
NPCs.
You got 4 potions.
You know the battle's over. We can
Okay.
go to an appraiser and just like give them the bag and be like, "What's this?"
That can take a while.
No, I mean you don't have to do
Downtime?
it in game. Yeah, it's just downtime.
No, I was just looking at it because it's such a big.
we
list.
literally have like, we probably have 3,000 or 4,000 gold.
Right, the money though you don't have to appraise. You just do.
I know. I'm just excited about that.
Oh, okay, that's.
We have 2,777 in platinum, or in gold. Sorry, we have 277 platinum. We have
3 scrolls.
We have 3 scrolls. Okay.
Pencils.
Make that 4, because I think you might want to use that one later.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool.
There's not that many magic items that like up to get appraised because you can just do prestidigitation to count the money.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's how you count a bunch of money. Is you just do prestidigitation, and it's supposed to count it apparently.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, pretty much. I just again I picture like coins like going into a pile or something,
Yeah. Just.
getting stacked in quarter rolls.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, like a.
So, there's now a lull in the battle. You can hear some stuff going on in the distance, but nothing's close by. So I'm assuming you guys are stopping to catch your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So you're
took.
just like a heal.
Maybe like,
My horse- my
introduce
horse is there.
ourselves.
I'm looking a little bit rough.
So feel free to roleplay as you wish.
Do we know because we came from?
We're all locals.
Place.
Like, well,
Not
you're
me.
not.
You don't know that about us. You haven't really talked to us yet.
Well, I'm just saying, would we know we're all
I don't know, would
locals?
you? I don't know. I don't know their backstory, so I don't know if they're from now or not. Or the
I
area
have-
or-
You might want to
I'm
watch that horse of yours from now on.
I'm assuming I am because I have knowledge locals, so
A little bit wild in the hooves.
Yeah. It's very temperamental.
Yeah, it's the horse's fault.
You might want to watch
Yeah,
that
I'm blame
head of yours.
The horse,
This
the horse
lizard?
kind of bucks at you a little bit when you say he's temperamental.
at least you know you can
This
communicate.
reminds me of the horse from Tangled.
Yeah.
So we, most of us, at least at one point, we at least were someplace where we got healed before.
Yeah, the 3 of us were all
medical
Yeah.
alive.
center or
We all
whatever
just-
you want to call it. Can we go there to get healed up if any of us need it? Because I can do a little bit to help, but not much.
Did you say they gave us a couple potions as well?
We don't know what they are.
You can finger test it.
No.
It says it in the book.
That's what she said.
The the lodge gave us some potions, didn't you say?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nah.
Nope,
Didn't
you
get
got
anything.
healed up from the attack, the initial attack that knocked you guys out.
And that's what I'm asking is, could we go back there and do the same
If you
thing?
want to.
Let's go check.
Might as well.
Roll
Just
play.
know that there is a time requirement on getting these beacons lit. Because the longer you
I
take,
forgot about that.
the
goddamn
longer it takes for help to come.
Alright, fuck
Does
this.
anybody need
Right.
like well hold on. Does anybody here need like really major healing or just something where we can rest and do this?
This guy.
I
Okay,
can use some.
So I'm gonna do
assistance.
I guess do you need me to do a heal check to add or can you just communicate?
I'm a
it?
little bit on the rough side.
You want
Feel
to
like-
Yeah, just do regular heal checks.
because I have heal,
Why
but
not?
or it's not
I mean,
very.
I have the heal skill.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out how bad
Spread.
you are.
You kick the table.
You know how bad you are.
Oh, why did we just do that?
That's why I was like, sorry, I'm taking up your space.
No,
16
not.
mil to see
I
how
force
bad
feed
he
my
is.
horse a potion of cure light wounds.
Ow! I just
How'd that go? That go good?
It didn't hurt that bad, but it was so dorky. I loved it. Only my big nose.
Just don't
Gets
horse
in
around
the-
over there.
Yeah.
Horse around.
Hey.
Oh, that's how we keep it.
Oh my god, I've totally.
Just have a
Tripped out.
I see.
just cast a spell instead of that.
I see a pretty river.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice. What are we doing now? That's
We're obviously
we're
flying.
swimming.
Yeah, you
I don't
guys are
have
just
swim.
chilling out in the distance there.
But yeah, so 16 heal to see how bad people are, to see who would actually need like a heal
So
spell.
that, yeah, that's good
or
enough for them to
potion.
tell you how many hit points they have left.
Okay, who's lost or who's down?
I'm down 2, my horse is down 5.
Okay.
I'm down 18.
There is
18?
there is a healing station. Let me get the map back.
I'm saying
here.
you could always go and then come meet us if it's one person.
I am slow.
We don't
Right.
split. We don't split the
So-
party. We did that once before, and we
right
I can
Okay.
also do a little bit of heal too.
here is a healing
Sick
station.
party twice.
And we are right here.
So
You are
it's not
correct.
far.
That's.
So that won't take you as much time if you
Amen.
need to go back.
If you
But
do
there's still
cure
time
lights,
is
do
time is
you
not on your
max
side.
it for hit points?
It's 1d8 plus
On you rat bastard.
12. What?
It's
Two.
just 1d8, I thought, for.
I think there's a
cure
plus 1.
Stupid monitor.
I'm just wondering if he's, because sometimes cure lights are just out of combat or just max. That's what I was asking.
That's up to him.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, but
Alright.
We have a lot of money.
that's
Chris,
not going to help
how's
us
that-
unless you can bribe him.
How's that work for you?
Well, I mean, like
For
use
cure
what we
lights,
have.
do you max it or do you still want us to roll?
Yeah, just roll.
Yeah, because my potion only did 3 total. So.
And just, yeah, 'cause everyone plays a little bit differently because we do things like if it's out of combat, everything's maxed
Sure.
or something like that. But if it's in combat, you have to roll.
I always roll.
How much further do we have to go before we get to the beacon?
Alright.
Well,
Do-
first
do
we're
we know?
checking the heal on.
So,
I know. I'm just asking.
Oh, okay.
let me
Sounds like there were multiple.
Figure-
So only one.
But no,
I'm going for one,
pretty
like,
sure I got crit at one
All
point
right.
in time.
So you guys are. This is so hard to do.
It's 1d8 plus 1 per cast.
I have a I have a hand map here. I have a paper map. Where are we going?
Hand map. I have
Okay,
a
you guys
hand
are right here,
Okay.
and the Hope Spring, which is that big body of water over here,
Mm-hmm.
is where the next
Beacon.
You have to
beacon
go down and around the
So it's not too terribly far.
Wait, we have to go to the big chunk of water or the little?
is. So the big chunk of water. The little is where the spring comes out and then it goes down the waterfall.
Okay, so we're going to the big chunk of water.
Yep.
All right.
And so now with the big chunk of water, that orange spot is the beacon.
So it's on the opposite side of the big.
Yeah, so you guys are coming from this way over here.
That was exactly what I needed. I used a cure light on myself and I got back 6
Here,
points.
Cure light wounds. Potion.
All right, I drink it. So it's
And I needed
1d8
6
plus
to
3.
Or 6.
That works.
For potions, I don't know. I
Something-
think
and again,
potions are at
potions
third
can
level
be-
cast. All potions are at what?
It's a
Yeah,
minimum.
potions are what the caster made it at.
But there's a minimum of what level. So if it's a druid one or if it's a cleric one, it's different too. Do you see what I mean? Like
What's your rule there, big guy? What kind of cure light potion do we have? Does it do 1d8 plus 1 or 1d8 plus 3 or
It would
what?
have to be 1d
No,
plus
it
3.
would have to be 1d8 plus 3 because you don't get that spell until third level.
You can't make a potion until a certain level.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 1d8 plus 3.
I'm looking at the potion list. Hold on.
For craft,
Pretty sure.
Well,
basically.
if it's 1d8 plus 3, I rolled really well.
Rolling a d8 is right if it's a cure light to start. It's just about how much you add.
So it's cure light wounds, right?
Yeah.
But that's one thing I always get tripped up on is that's That's why we.
It's just been so long since I played Pathfinder that I'm having a hard time.
I'm confusing 3.5
Mhm.
and Pathfinder.
Well, they're
all the time.
close, so.
They're really close. Never run a 3.5 game.
1d8
and a
plus
Pathfinder game back
1
to
point
back.
per caster level.
Right, but what level is the potion? That's the problem we're trying to figure out. Like, are you doing minimum for whoever made it?
Yeah, it's just the cure light wounds is the same as the spell.
Okay, but if it's
Oh,
a
wait,
crafted
no, I
item,
know.
it's
Well,
different.
asking, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I can't.
Yeah,
like,
that's the
turn
first
around
level
and make it.
potion.
So the crafted
So
potion,
1d8
no,
plus
it's
1?
third level. I
1d8
thought.
plus 3.
Because you can't craft a potion at first level.
No, the potion is first level.
The potion is not.
Okay.
But
The craft.
it'd be per caster level.
Right.
So it'd be whatever level the caster made the
Yeah,
potion.
so it's 1d8 plus 1. So
1d8
it's
plus
first
1,
level.
okay.
It would be plus 3. Am I not?
Whatever.
I'm sorry if I'm not saying this right, but because like you can't craft a potion unless you're a certain
So when
level.
you're casting the spell,
right,
right, it's 1d8 plus the caster level.
right,
So when it's the potion,
okay.
it's a level 1 potion. So it's
Right,
it's
but
no
the
longer-
caster would
succeed,
have to
not
be
the
3
strength.
though.
Right, but this.
to make a level 1 potion.
Potion, you have to be a third level caster. So,
So
would it be a
it's
plus
still-
3?
So it's because it's still a first level potion. Because the potion is now
One is
the
to
quote-unquote
succeed in
caster.
making the first level
Oh, so you,
potion.
okay.
So that plus
get it.
3
So now
only
the potion
applies
is the
to
caster.
succeeding.
Yeah,
it's a
that
first
makes
level
sense.
potion.
Okay, that's
I
confusing, but I get what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you would think that it would just be the standard
Anyway, that bumped me up
plus, yeah.
quite a bit because they're old
So-
max. So
Now if
Good
the
job.
cure moderate wounds is a second level,
it'll be
so that would be
2d8, right?
plus 2 to the
Plus
caster
2,
level.
Okay, so it's basic. Okay, so the potion works. It's not actually by caster. It's by level of.
That's
the
actually, I never thought about doing
Yeah.
it that way. I always
Okay.
based it off what level the caster was, but that
It's
makes more
being
sense
vague.
that way.
Because you're transferring the magic to a liquid and not directly from the caster. I guess it's like
Yeah.
almost like a
Right,
filter.
my
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm trying to justify this way too
The
much.
proxy.
Yeah.
We already agreed.
I feel like when I can explain it somehow, I remember it better.
Mhm.
If that makes any sense.
Makes total sense. Please tell me they won. Of course not. It's not been a good year to be a Chicago sports fan.
No, but who was?
Never.
Who were you?
Blackhawks
Oh, did they lose?
3-2.
Oh.
I'm surprised they're doing so well. I tell people because I'm from Chicago, like, you know, as a Bears fan, there's always one motto we all have to live by
I like to
There's
tell
always
people I'm
next year.
from Colorado.
True that.
because it makes it less rocky.
Because I was born there, but I don't remember it.
No, I was just making a bad joke about the Rockies.
Yeah.
Hey, I gave you the.
Or all.
No, I have so many bad Bears jokes. I'm actually. from
I
Chicago,
know
can
a
make
few
terrible
bad pirate
ones.
jokes. Like, what did the pirate say when he got his peg leg stuck in the freezer? Shiver me timbers.
Wow.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
The sea.
R.
Q.
Wow. That was hook, line, and sinker.
Ah!
That is a double bad pun. Mimi.
What's red and bad for your teeth?
What?
A brick.
You're
So
not
there's a
wrong.
lot of things that could be.
I like that one.
What's green and has wheels?
What?
Grass. I lied about the wheels.
Nice.
A bad joke.
They're anti-jokes.
Yeah.
But we're still.
It's like the. I don't know, there was a meme kind of like that for a while.
Hey, what's the internal temperature of Tauntaun?
Lukewarm.
I sell stuff at conventions with that joke because they tell me if you stop telling jokes, I'll buy your stuff.
I
I have even worse stories.
I got into an argument with Derek about Star Wars earlier. He was thinking that, oh, Han's gonna end up being a Skywalker, and Kylo's gonna end up being a Skywalker. I was like, well, right, Skywalker. And I'm like, Han can't be a Skywalker
Because
because that means he slept with his
No,
sister.
Well, that doesn't mean.
Is
he
that
can't
really
be.
not a common theme though in Star Wars?
But it's Disney now. I don't think they're gonna do that.
When they were making Empire Strikes Back,
They'll just hope you.
they
play
had a
it.
couple alternate storylines for keep people from leaking the story.
Yeah.
And one of them, Luke and Leia, were not brother and sister.
Oh yeah.
And there's a picture out there of them about to kiss.
That's what I have on the
Oh, nice.
Oh,
from and then their dad, so it's like one of those 70s with the dad. The parent in the background with the kids.
oh, like the portrait
Double exposure
shadow. Yeah.
portraits.
I only have the one tattoo right here of the Triforce with like a solar corona around it, but you can't see it.
I've got this really cool sci-fi one that's like every major ship from like every what I would consider like my favorite sci-fis, and it's
Yeah.
like the silhouettes of the ships. It's like that's my, and then in the middle it's a
I feel so
Klingon and
I know it's the
Starfleet
chair, but
like together
this is
kind
green.
of thing. But I tell people I don't pick sides.
We're
I
gonna
know
be
my
yelled
next
at
one to
again.
go.
Of
Or
being
this is the
Star
next
Trek.
one I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get on the back of my
I
cat.
was trying to
Nice.
You
I'm
guys
actually
tapping out?
the next thing I'm actually getting is a huge
What?
tat. It's
So you guys tapping out?
an Underdark creature.
Oh, nice.
That's basically
I got a little
reaching
bit
out
longer
to
left in me
attack,
for
and
sure.
It's gonna be Pikachu, like reaching up and smiling to touch it. And it's
All right. So while you guys are healing,
portrait.
Omast is like,
It's gonna be perfect.
looks like you guys got things covered here. I'm gonna go back and check on our damaged foes back at the thing, and you guys get to that signal fire on the other side of the Hope Springs. We need to get this going.
So you have your beacon of light near
Why didn't the
hope.
cleric just heal
So
us?
your hope is beacon of light.
There's no clearing here.
Yeah, there's.
Damn
Damn it!
That would have been a
Smug
good
look.
person to ask.
That's the problem with an NPC. They just
Well, I
wait for
was-
direction.
I wasn't here for that fight, so I forgot he was a cleric.
I didn't know.
Initially,
I don't know
should
Well,
say.
I didn't know because I asked about the dwarf and you told me and I forgot.
I didn't hear what he
I
was.
remembered after the fact. This was a cleric,
So,
so we could have
the whole
just healed
time.
us.
Well, at
At
the
least
level
somewhat.
though, does he have mass heal? That'd be
Well,
the
he could
question.
have at least helped.
Could have been
Well, I'm
originally
asking, like, does he
heal
have
them.
mass heal at the level he is? Because he might not be the same level. That's the thing about NPCs.
I doubt that they would probably because mass heals a high level spell.
For cure light, and for a cleric, what is it? Lay on hands, mass, or whatever it's called. Mass. I'm just asking if he has mass heals, basically.
That in your nails, they're
Right.
I wish I had my
Does
Okay.
So what heal
Could be
spells does this guy have?
They're clean as I can get them.
What do we know?
What
I'm
you
asking
got,
him.
what you got into
Oh.
this
I
tonight?
gotta,
You
For
share
a
that?
for a second, I need the.
Oh my
This
god,
is
the
smart
stone that came out of that thing.
I'm just trying to figure out like
I was like,
Our
oh my god, this thing makes me up.
healing
So you're
abilities
straight
because
up
I'm so
asking
like
cleric.
yeah, because I have some heal but I want to know how to.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
When
No,
you were asking.
I wasn't role playing it. The same mission, so. I'm just thinking now that we have downtime and we're going potentially back into combat, I'd like to know basic things like what do people have? What
Whoa.
do people not have? What weapons do they
I'm
use?
also thinking that like
What's
artists
that
might not be
repulse?
the first to ask.
4 times your move.
But if you offer him like the prideful dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
Might
That's
not
pretty
be like,
cool.
Hey, I could
Yeah, that's. Speaking of one thing too, before while these things
Look at
we
me,
don't
I'm
have to
fucking
go through, but keep in mind, like I'm gonna ask you guys what languages you speak,
What's
so
up?
we can
Right.
talk in
Cool.
like code-ish, then not orc. What do you guys speak besides not orc?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Really? Nothing.
Right, so just for now, so we.
So-
just dwarven in common.
I got a question. I feel like I would know this based off looking for the most part, unless you have your appearance in races. Cat folk.
I'm just human.
Human?
Human.
Human, okay.
I actually look a little bit more feral than a normal cat folk, by the way. That's something that happens with the law trading.
She looks like she's got a little case of mange, just a little.
Well, funny is I am a ginger tabby.
That means I might actually call you a mangy cat at some point.
And then I'm gonna be like,
I got a ginger tabby of my own.
I mean, she's at home.
guys, remember, gingers don't. Gingers are not soulless. That is just a rumor. They have plenty of souls. Just
Can't
other
tell my
people's.
favorite word, can you?
Got mine.
No.
You have a problem.
I just
You're in
don't
love
know.
with a fictional character.
I wouldn't say I don't know. She's just my favorite one of them.
I can't get into anime or any of that. I've never gotten
That was
into
from Fire Emblem.
anything that even resembles that type of artwork. I don't know.
he doesn't care for Fire Emblem either, and the way it looks.
Oh, yeah.
To play it.
Forgot to tell you guys. You guys have a emblem, a medallion of luck. It gets charged up by good role playing, and the benefit is if you're trying to do something that's pretty tough, you can roll 2 20-siders and you take the highest one.
This is like rolling
It's like
advantage.
fifth, basically, of the
Mhm.
fate.
But the other part is, or you can make the DM roll twice and take the lowest.
So you can do bad
So,
luck.
yeah, so either you get advantage or that he gets disadvantage.
Yeah, that's yeah. I was
And
thinking.
I don't know how many charges you guys have of that.
I don't
I didn't
remember.
Oh,
even
is it
know
as
it
a
existed.
party or as an individual?
As a party.
As a party. Okay. So it's like hero. Do we get hero points
No.
still? Okay, so this is instead of.
Yeah, this podcast I listen to, they do bottle caps.
I had a DM that passed out like gold coins.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing. It's easier to track if it's all in one spot.
That makes sense. And it's simplified. Because the thing with hero points is it gets weird.
I don't
like
remember how many charges we had to
you
begin with.
cash in.
It was 5. 5 was a full charge. It was-
5, so we're full because the last we used one and then I got one back
Yep.
last time.
I might
didn't
just
know
do
it
bottle
existed.
caps
Where
just
was
because you'll remember that you have it because you have a bottle cap. in
I
front
have
of
a
Just
bunch of
getting
like
my
plastic gold
Well, I have a
pirate coins or
Oh,
whatever. I just
right.
didn't know if you like. I can bring them next somewhere. I have like big plastic gems that I use if you ever want me to bring them
it. Extra bottle caps.
or actual bottle caps.
4 of them anyway.
Blue Moon.
That's
There's
fire.
one on the bottom of the glass.
Yeah.
See?
No, I don't want to see
You know
it.
what it
No, I'd rather not.
is? Use that
Spiders don't bother me.
It's a spider. Ew. Is it a dead
It
spider?
is dead.
As
but-
long as it's
Okay,
dead.
I had a black widow and a brown recluse both in my house within a week, and one of them bit me, and I had to go to the ER. So I don't like spiders anyway, but now I really don't like them.
Right, so if you
I
want
got attacked by a wasp in my bathtub last
that way, it
night.
might be easier.
So.
So you guys remember that you have it.
Wasp like
I
feuding
This long.
thing. Oh, it may have been a wasp killer actually,
It wasn't red.
I was
They're
going to
not,
print out
they're
little
yellow
medallions,
and
but
or
I had
yellow
such
and
a-
black.
We
so
just all
sorry,
black.
it's-
It was terrifying.
just
Then
happy
it's
you got stuff
probably
to work.
mud dover. Yeah, I hate that. I'm allergic
Like,
to them, so my
I printed
throat
this out.
closes up.
a lot of blobs and zits from over extruding for some reason. And then I print this out. It's nice. There's no errors.
Doggo.
Oh
Ooh,
Then I print out these nice
those are all
boats.
nice.
benchies, and then followed by these benchies that are.
no. The
So
ship
the
benchies.
inconsistency is really starting to bug me.
Do you think it has
'cause-
something to do with the
Fill.
yeah,
well, yeah, different filaments work at different temperatures.
the
And
quality of the I don't know. That was the only thought I had.
it does geometric shapes much better than a lot of curves. So
Except for if you're blue and a dog.
I didn't know if it was.
I mean,
something
for
about
this
the
color,
filament, but-
for this filament, this is the first
Oh,
time I
yeah.
ever bought this. I usually buy Hatchbox. And it's
It
pretty
makes
consistent
sense.
across colors.
The blue, it looks like it's more sturdy, right? Was that the plastic or no? Same stuff.
It's PLA. It's all PLA.
I think that stuff is really cool. I don't understand how to ever do it, but the idea of it is really fascinating to me.
Yeah, there's some other. I wasn't sure if this was going to print or not. There's some other shapes I want to try that are a little more intricate, doing that same base mode.
I like the ones where they're like interlocked, almost like a puzzle you can't break. You know, I love the ones I've seen like food producers like make them out of like melted chocolate.
So you remember those old anti-movie piracy commercials? You wouldn't download a cap.
Hey, you wouldn't download a card, would you?
Yes, now.
Yes, I would. Especially if I had the opportunity to.
Yeah.
On a vending
My
machine.
question is the whole and this is your brain on drugs.
Do it
Why
now
would
or
you
what?
eat your brain? Because that is definitely something you would eat. Why would you use food? Right? Yeah. So
I
really, it was
mean,
pro zombie.
There was that one guy who got high on
Anti-drug
bath salts and
commercials.
tried to eat some money.
Wait, what happened?
More than one.
Some guy got high on bath salts on Florida and tried to eat
Oh,
some
are
money.
you talking about the homeless guy who ate a guy's face off or whatever? And it was actually not.
Oh, okay.
That was an old story, but
It's
I
just
remember
funny
that.
shit.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Apparently lighting
So
a beacon
yeah,
of
you would
hope.
go. Now that I feel a little bit more confident in my hardiness, I would go toward. Urge my companions to go forth towards the beacon
Did you get healed first?
I got slightly healed by
Oh,
a
that's
potion
right.
of cure
You're
light.
right. I forgot.
I want to get the dwarf cleric Burmat. Is that his name?
Yep.
To heal my horse.
For
Okay.
light?
Top him off.
Oh right, and I had asked what heal spells he had.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what you look.
I thought he was Belfor.
No.
I am Dahlgrim.
Well,
I'm Belfor.
Balfour is the
He's our
I was gonna
Cleric.
say.
Cleric.
NPC cleric. That's along to help you guys keep from dying.
Just doing a stand-up job.
Well, so far no one's dropped, so yes, he is making sure we're all standing up. That's the problem. Nobody went down at the knee, only the orbs.
I'll never bend the knee.
He didn't have a choice.
Who's the spells?
good morning.
I need to get some fresh
You
air.
were just
I was looking at the flashlight on the fridge and thinking about a story at work today. Thomas got yelled at by somebody who wanted to buy him a Christmas present,
Heads up, he's coming through.
and he asked for a
It's not really heads up. I'm not
Feet
This
down.
is terrifying. I get what you were going through when I did this.
Oh, okay.
It's how we get out from back here now. We improvise.
I never thought about that.
I got a whole
better than
lot
plastic
of
clothes.
cables coming from all this stuff.
Bye. Taking off his pants or what? I heard Velcro.
His pants are Velcro.
I don't know. It has Velcro.
discovered
The
the
shoes?
shoes going weird. Oh, a
No.
sticky shoe. I think something.
Smelly cat, smelly
His pockets.
It's not your fault.
The cat's like, hey, where are you going?
When you said that the cat did come out, that's kind of funny.
Alright, so yeah, Belfour, he's probably the biggest dwarf you've seen.
A little bigger than me then.
Yeah, he's almost human sized.
Yeah,
That is
I'm
a big-
4'2".
Yeah, he's right at 5 feet.
Good.
It's like
9
a short.
inches taller.
Oh no, that's humans are shorter than I was always
Look out for
shocked
Kitty.
to find out that elves were actually not tall because I always picture like
He doesn't
Lord of the
Belfour.
Rings elves, you know, like really tall
Well,
and slender.
You gotta think. What are you using as reference for tall in Lord of the Rings? Like,
The
what?
humans.
Exactly. So if the humans are naturally shorter, the elves seem tall.
Oh my gosh, don't you start. That's. I think that there
Don't
are.
start with your own logic.
I bet there's got to be like some sort of reference in a book somewhere that's basically stated that humans were pretty
So
much
fucking slow.
the same.
Kitty.
I don't know if it's true
He
because
looks
I
at
was
you
not
like, no.
alive in the Dark
No.
Ages, but I heard
cat
that.
thinks
Humans
as
used to be
a-
shorter.
Mhm,
That is true too, I guess, but not that much shorter.
that night.
Okay, I cannot believe that cat is putting up with that right now.
He's a big boy, man. He said, just love
He
me.
loves attention.
How is that? That's still for like a cat that's
I hear the
not.
purring. Like,
Our
he's
cats,
loving it.
some of them will put up with a lot. Others are like,
He's about 10 going on 11.
Oh my.
Most of ours, yeah. I've got
Okay.
my oldest cat of these. I got her when I was 20, so she's 15.
The hell are the damn spells at?
What the? I cannot believe that this is out. Like this
Yeah,
is.
it's like this is my reality though.
he's like, just because I can't get away, this isn't fair.
Yeah, that.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Run away? You're not very
What's the
far.
matter, Tokens?
He's like,
Yes,
he's
but
like,
claws.
I'm too heavy to hold like this for dogs, so he'll put me down soon.
That's right. He uses his gravity against him.
I used to have a couple cats, one of which would like if you were watching TV, she'd curl up like right here, and she'd want you to pet her, and if you stopped, you got up
Oh yeah.
like.
Alani likes to sleep right there.
I didn't mind her
her
laying there. It's just like I didn't want to sit there and pet her the whole time. Like, but if I stopped, I got headbutted in the
Well,
face.
she pets me, so like she wants to bathe either other cats or us. So like I'll just give her my hand and she'll just like lick my hand for a couple minutes and then go to sleep.
Was she taken away when
That's
she was
why,
really
because
young?
I have the wrong
That's
workload
actually
about
She's-
it.
They
Emergency.
found her outside and she was so little when I adopted her.
That's actually they'll also like feed on your fingers and stuff. It's a pretty
She
common
used to
thing.
do that, but she got out of that luckily because anytime she tried to do that, I stopped her because I'm like, I know that's a problem when they get the oral fixation. So
That
I'm
was
like,
the
nope.
Second
my
most
pencil.
recent cat you got, right? Because you got that stray.
That's what we were talking about. That now it's up to 4.
That's number 3 was Alani that we're talking about,
Yeah.
but 4.
Alright.
4 when we got her, she was a little older. She grew outside for a little bit. She was super
I
healthy.
remember you talking about when you got Alani.
We were really
You saw
lucky
you saw
Yeah.
Alani.
about our
She was
our
too-
cat's health.
Yeah.
We had to put one down this year because of fatty liver disease.
Because I had everybody make those Starfinder characters, and I could never find time when everybody could get together, so the game never happened.
Yeah, we suck at scheduling.
It's because my scheduling sucks.
Yes.
People don't get why I get so annoyed.
Right,
'cause I
so-
can't plan anything.
It's got Cure Light Wounds,
Look at him like, come back! Even though you just hassled the crap
Shield
out
of Faith, True Strike, Liberating Command, Aid,
True
Cure,
Strike? He's got True Strike?
I've
Aid,
been useful.
Cure Moderate Wounds, and Lesser Restoration.
Moderate.
He's got a lot of good stuff. Okay, so there's a fair amount of healing there, or at least preventative.
He's got True Strike?
That would have been extremely useful.
Yes, on my fucking horse.
Just hoops the shit out of people.
Hang on, hang on. I'm gonna
Kung Fu
do it here.
smashes his stuff through
I
someone.
got this, guys. Oh god, your little fixer computer for you on them. Okay, we got a army
This is
crawl.
funny
No, we're
because she
good.
said I've got this,
Gotta
and
get the elbows
the joke
down.
between
Okay.
a lot of us is if you say that you're fat.
Oh, you just knocked the legs out from under the table.
Oh,
shit.
well,
That's
that's
a thing?
better than the plan.
No, no.
I'm
Apparently.
gonna go this way. What was it? It was-
Those legs.
Literally
These
the legs
legs.
of the table.
Hang on. I'm like, I'm not gonna go from that side. Well, you know,
Oh, it
Here,
swings
I'll do it.
because of
I'll do
the.
it.
I don't know where you want
know
it
that's what I'll
to
do.
anger. I'm like, I can hand it to you, but I don't want to be responsible for this.
That cat looks so confused.
It's like, what the hell is going on?
Well, I was trying to get away.
He's looking at you like, why are you
I was
following?
trying to get away from the printer, and I overcorrected. See,
Yeah.
this is why I'm better going.
If you guys want me to print out character sheets like this with all this stuff,
Oh, is that the hero?
you can see how the Hero Lab prints out character sheets.
I don't mind them. If you do casting though, you get a lot of pages. That's the one thing I know. Like yeah, see, because they print out every single.
They're supposed to be abbreviated. I don't care. I've got plenty of ink and paper, so.
I might message about because I have like the real sheet things. It's easier to actually load it on my iPad digitally anyway. I just need the file, so I can just get an
Nothing
email
about
to you.
So I'll think about it.
What's
Did
the
you
next
just
one?
Google an image of a door for that?
They have like loaded ones, but they're not that good. They're only the
I need to come up with some Twitch names
Icons.
because I am so close to reaching affiliate. I'm literally one follower away. And I can be my own 50th follower because
you
I
go.
have the alt account that I used to get like inappropriate names off other people's Twitch channels. Because there's a lot of troll accounts out there.
oh
Like
people don't have lives.
I suck Day 5. Okay, that's good. Why would you make
That could be a real profile for all we know.
Yeah, but we're not going to allow you to follow us because we don't want that. We don't want that person. If you're going to put that as your, like my Twitch name,
Maybe they're from Australia, and that's another name for Richard.
and why are you second Richard?
I don't know why I'm defending this random person.
Sure do I.
It still sounds dirty whether you're second Nick or whether you're second Richard.
Or it could be you're putting the comma in the wrong place. I suck, comma Richard, like love Richard. I
Richard sucks.
or Richard sucks.
Whoever
yeah.
Richard is,
Right. Yep.
I suck. Love Richard.
So change the music.
Some of the players I have like to make funny names,
Oh yeah.
so they had a Richard Fitzenlaw.
Wow.
But whenever he introduced himself to a woman, it was, my name is Dick. Yeah, they think they're funny.
There's some out there that are
Or they're
some of the worst ones are when TV shows or whatever do something about D&D being played like that normally isn't. And the
Oh
names
my
they come up with are
God.
so bad.
Oh my
You know what I
god,
mean?
that's like guilty of watching the last season of Riverdale because it was so bad. They did like
I did watch The Ritual, by the way.
yeah,
It was pretty good.
oh my god, that he was like watching parts of it and I'm like, oh god, they called it what was it, Gargoyles and G&G it was instead of D&D. It was
Nice.
Gargoyles and Goblins or something. But yeah, it was really stupid.
There's a game actually called Traps and Treasures, and then there's the original one was, what was it called? It was like the original D&D was based off of something like that. Like, do you remember?
You went out
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, the original D&D, they based it off of
We'll
the
play for
work
now.
campaigning.
Yeah.
There's a name that was like a creature and something. It was I can't remember what it was now. Like tunnels and tap or do you not know what I'm talking about? It was the original.
Well, the story I know is that Gygax, they used to do the
the war. Yeah.
recreating medieval battles,
Mhm.
and they wanted to go through a underground tunnel to get into this castle, and they liked the way it was all set up, so they started just doing that.
The dungeoneering. Yeah.
And so they made Dungeons and Dragons out of that.
There was actually another system that came out that was very simple and not like well developed, and it was more of like a short story idea, and it was something like Traps and Treasures like that, and it was a whole other thing. And I know it's trolls, and I'll look it up. I looked it up I did a research paper on the history of D&D. But it was funny because it was so similar. So like a lot of people said that that Gygax like ripped off of one, but the rule set was so different. It was the concept that it was high fantasy, etc. Because there's other fantasy developed systems.
How much longer you guys want to play?
I'm a night owl, so
They looked at that.
yeah.
It's fine.
That's why I had to get up.
If we want to call it, we can call it. That's
I
fine.
kind of sick to my stomach. I don't know why.
Wow,
Stick
I
to
was just
your
saying what you had from Wendy's. The bacon even wasn't good.
My favorite thing to get from Wendy's is the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club.
I got the avocado deal.
Those freaking Wendy's, man. They make some delicious damn food.
They really do.
Freaking-
For fast
It's
food.
like addictive, man. It's
And then
terrible.
they got the 4 for $4, which if you get the P tag, it's a 5 for 4 because you get the free frosty.
I like the
It
frost.
tasted good
It's-
still.